Sing it, Nathan. All right. 2 more days, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't you excited? I sure am excited. I'm actually, would you believe it? I'm running a little bit hot this week, a little bit stressed out at the moment. But
yep. I would believe it.
Survive in advance, right?
Yeah.
Also, it is even though
I still can't get over that enhanced and elite value run that I saw today. Legit.
How many in a row? How many in a row? Was
6 straight.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's most fun time of the year for us. It's the busiest time of the year for us. It is stressful. We're flying multiple people in, creators, team members.
And we always find a way to make it more stressful.
No, we do. We always make.
Hey,
but that's part of the fun.
Let's change the sets.
Yeah. So yeah. Yesterday, I decided that I didn't want to use the desk for the set. I'm like, it doesn't feel special if we just use the desk like we normally do. We got to have like an actual different set. And I don't know if you saw the furniture upstairs, but it's going to look really good.
Is it going to be weird with us sitting so low?
I mean, weird?
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean by weird?
Well, because of the back shots.
I don't think so.
Because since we'll be so low, it's going to be like.
You're going to see.
Are we going to be looking at the underside of the shelves?
I don't think so. We'll still be sitting.
What if we just like get some sort of like pedestal or something that we're like that we have the chair
We'll
on.
still be sitting here, so like our heads will be there in the like middle of the.
There?
So like our heads sit.
That's pretty optimistic, right?
I mean, I'm tall and the chairs are tall.
Are the chairs are tall?
Yeah, did you not see them? They're upstairs.
No,
They're in the front room.
No,
okay.
I didn't see them.
So, anyways, we're excited. We there's a lot going on, as you can see. We're having this discussion right now. We have our entire team coming here. Paul's flying in on Thursday. He'll be on the draft show, obviously. So we're pumped. I hope you're pumped. It's Christmas. It's Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. And
guys, chill.
Did you say back shots?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have and stretched out.
Yeah.
So yeah. See, Nathan is letting his guard down because he's so stressed out right now. So it's all right. Of course, it's because of the what? I didn't even catch it either. I didn't even catch it.
I wouldn't have caught it if they had said
Turn Dog
something.
says, I feel like when Paul shows up on Thursday, that will expose Avery and Nathan as short kings. If he's taller than me, he is a giant. I'm 6'3".
Is he really tall?
Is he taller than that? No way.
Paul, are you tall?
Is Paul tall?
Tall Paul?
Is tall Paul? All right. So what are we going to do tonight? Well, I don't know. It feels like we're rehearsing for our show. You need to rehearse for your show. What's your show? Your show is Dynasty Rookie Drafts. When's that happening? Hopefully, if you're anything like us, hopefully yours start like at sometime early next week. Because like what we do is we like to start all of our Dynasty Rookie Drafts Sunday at noon. So it means approximately, I don't know, 18 hours after the draft ends, we're drafting our rookie drafts. Why wait? Why celebrate Christmas on January 4th? Like, that makes no sense. We're starting our rookie drafts like Sunday. So hopefully you are as well. And so ultimately, we've got to do dress rehearsal. You're going to have to do dress rehearsal. So we're going to help you rehearse tonight. And we have a full Dynasty rookie mock draft with landing spots. So Scott, could you go ahead and put the landing spots on the screen for me if you've got that in there? He said, oh, like I caught him off guard. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and we already dropped the link in the chat here for our first draft. But here, this is from.
So now we're getting to Jean Stribling.
This is a 7-round ESPN mock draft that we're gonna do a couple practice runs of tonight. So you will have access to this. Actually, where should we put this for you guys? I should probably send like a Google Drive link with this or something. Hold on one second. I'll do that. But go ahead and join up with the link that Scotty sent there. And we will we'll get this thing going. Again, I'm going to send a link real quick so you guys can reference this board while you're drafting so that oh, I'm in this draft. Cool. I'll be drafting too. So that you know who went where. So we are going to do this rookie mock draft with landing spots. We're going to practice the real thing. We're going to see if it happens like this, what would we do? Give a full breakdown. And then, of course, we are practicing ourselves of reacting to landing spots in Draft Capital, which is exactly what we'll be doing here live Thursday night at 7:30. Make sure you're here, ladies and gentlemen. The Dynasty Domain 2026 live draft show from Indianapolis. You're going to want to be here. Trust me. Again, we're going to have Paul here from Pure Potential. He's our special guest. But of course, Nathan and I are you know, special in our own right. We're still special, right? We're special. Ryan Brett's going to be here. It's going to be
Ryan's tall.
It's going to be Ryan is tall. Yeah, I don't like talking about that though. Ryan is technically tall. He's technically he's tall.
Technically,
Yes.
he is tall.
That caught me off guard too because I was like, no way.
That did.
No way.
With me as well.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't make me look short. He just makes me look shorter.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one sec. We're going to get this fired up again. I got to hold on. Just give me a second here. Just hold on. Like, I just got to get this in a Google Drive link so you guys can look at it while you draft. All right. And then I'm going to send it in the chat.
Have you heard about this David Bailey stuff?
How it's like, it's David Bailey, and then it's Arvell Reese, and then it's David Bailey, and then it's Arvell Reese. Like, is that what
Did you
you're
hear about the meeting that the Jets canceled with David Bailey?
Yes, I did hear that because it's Reese. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what to think about it at
Share.
all. I just think it's funny that like
Anyone with the link can view.
people are making such a big deal about it right now.
Share, copy link. Okay, here's the link for the landing spots, y'all. Scott, what did you set the timer at? Okay, we're already drafting. What the frick? What the frick? Dude. Ah. Okay, well, this is just a practice. This is not
It's too late.
No landing spots now. All right, we'll do the landing spots after this, I guess. And I got a draft. What did you do, son? Did you start it?
Wow, Scott.
Scott? And also on the next one, all right, on the next one, do...
I said spectator, yes.
No, because I'm in the draft. On the next one, do like a 1 minute clock. Because it'll be a little bit longer. Yeah, let's do a 1 minute clock on the next one. All right, we're going without landing spots on this one. It's just general mock draft. We'll get into the landing spots one right after this, so. Blame Scott. Sorry, blame Scott. All right. Hi, Anna, what's up? Who? What do you mean you have a meeting? With who? You work for Domain this week. What are you talking about? Eli Heidenreich learning under Cooper Cup. Where did we see that at? Yeah, so here's another thing that happened.
Yeah,
So-
this needs to be addressed.
Yeah, we need to address this real quick.
we're just catching strays.
This is the warm-up mock.
like everywhere right now.
No, so if you've ever listened...
We've got a couple of things that have happened in the last like 24
So
hours.
something you'll notice
You
is
guys
that,
wanna know?
like, we have actually. We've got a couple things we need to talk about here. Something you'll notice is that we on our show never call creators out by name and say, this creator had this take, this creator's take is bad. Have we ever done that? No. Why? Because it's not very tasteful. It's
Mason doesn't count.
no, Mason doesn't count. He's punching. He's our dummy punching bag.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've never done that to Mason though. Like
Yeah.
Truthfully, on live streams maybe, but
It's only Flock League related takes.
correct. It's never about like
It's
their actual. We're never gonna make fun of
right.
somebody's content.
Right.
Well, some people don't live up to that standard. And if you've ever watched an FSC video, you know that Corey thinks he knows more than everybody by a significant margin. Nobody knows anything besides Corey. If you've ever been around Corey, you know that. Okay, this is a dude that said over and over how he was going to kick everybody's butt in the Flock League. He's still never made the playoffs. Okay, so evidently,
And he's got a very genius answer for why he missed out on the playoffs.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like he knows exactly why it happened. What
what the
in
frick
the
is that
world
noise?
is happening?
Hi.
What's up?
What in the world was that? Did the mock draft break?
What? What's happening? What's happening today?
Who's pranking us?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm just while Scott fixes the mock, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this.
Continue.
So-
continue.
Corey's the smartest person you'll ever be around ever. Like he's the smartest person. Like God put a whole dose of genius when he was creating Corey, and then like dumped the bucket on accident.
I'm not leaving.
And so you just never have been around somebody that smart. And so I go over to watch one of their videos, which by the way, clearly they don't watch ours, or Corey doesn't watch ours because he had literally zero clue what we thought about this prospect that he was bashing us for. But I went into the comments. And somebody was like, "Oh, you should have a debate with Domain because they really like Heidenreich." And Corey replies to that comment about like a friendly debater. He's like, "I'm not sure. I honestly am not sure what they see. Blah blah blah. Analytics bros, and like, there's really nothing. It's all in the context of the offense, and I don't get it." Like, so Corey was, of course, bashing one of our takes. Not only in his video, he said, "Oh, the analytics bros say this. Blah 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 blah."
I was gonna invite him to the show today to call in,
I'm not going to
but
his wedding
he's
now.
probably already in bed.
He's probably asleep and dreaming about how he can be smarter. So, what Corey doesn't realize is Corey said that Eli Heidenreich is probably going to be a 4th, 5th round pick. Does anybody remember where we said that he was going to get drafted? Any idea?
Maybe like
the
4th, 5th round.
Yeah. So if Corey
If we're
actually
lucky,
watched, he
like
would know
the
that,
late
but
third.
He doesn't. He just had to tell us, "Whoa, down there, Domain, you peasants, you don't know anything." So Corey, from the bottom of my heart, you can lick my butt, just so you know. Okay, there we go.
Nice.
I really wish he was here.
Yeah, then somebody stole our content and posted it on.
Okay, that's the other thing.
On Spotify. So
is that
people
draft not? Is it on?
recently? No, we need to do like Sleeper or something instead if it's crashing out.
Yeah, let's try a new one, and if it doesn't work, we'll switch to Sleeper. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Yes. correct.
So recently,
Listen to this, guys. This is crazy.
So we've been getting comments. Further backstory, we get comments all the time with people asking us if we can take our YouTube content and also post it to Spotify,
And
which is a reasonable ask. It's a reasonable question. We don't do it for a lot of reasons,
And we're not going to.
and we're not going to. Again, this has been something that like we've very much thought out a lot, extensively. Ow! I just spit my tongue. Ow. So. Anyways, we didn't really think twice when people started recently dropping some comments like, "Stop posting old content on YouTube." We're like, dude, just read the date on when we posted it
Like
2 years ago.
It's old. We don't post
It's
on
very
there
old.
anymore.
We don't post on that. And then we
Like-
started seeing them more often than like normal.
Like, hey, stop posting old content. Like,
Stop posting
hey,
old
no,
content.
brother, we don't post content on Spotify. We haven't in years.
Avery just kind of like looks up Dynasty Domain on Spotify, and there's a whole channel called the Dynasty Domain Show with like 6-month-old video content.
No, 1 year.
that's
It's
been
one last year's.
posted.
It was last year's video.
I scrolled down further, and some of the earlier ones that were posted were in our new studio.
What?
Yeah.
So somebody, long story short, somebody was ripping our videos off of YouTube, putting them on Spotify, and probably making money off of it. And I had no clue. All the while, the reviews on the show, which is our old episodes, are terrible because people are mad because
people
we're
are
not
like
posting current
excited
stuff.
that we're posting content, and then they see it and they're like, "Why the heck would you do this to us? It's totally outdated content."
So long story short, somebody was stealing our content and posting it to Spotify.
Yeah.
And people were actually finding it, and I had no idea about it.
Which is very illegal, by the way.
It's super illegal, actually. Very not cool. I was very, very not happy about it. Okay,
so we did get it shut down, so you will not see it anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Here's the link for the landing spots. If you guys jumped in this draft, here's the link for the landing spots right there, the Google Drive. You can click on that. You can navigate the landing spots. We'll go over all the landing spots here in a second. But Long story short, we got Ali Carrillo says it was me. I'm sorry to say, but I hate you so much. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the link doesn't work.
We've got some people claiming credit for taking our videos and posting them on there.
Okay.
I don't believe any of you.
No, but
if you're serious,
write down those names. Just
if
in
you're
case.
serious, then we got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah. If we're serious, I hope you saved us some money
I
for
hope
our
you're
lawsuits.
joking. Yeah.
All right. So here's the link is working for me. Hopefully it's working for the rest of you guys. I'm not sure if let me know if it's not working for anybody. But you guys are trying to make an extra buck. No, actually it was hurting us quite.
Well, I mean, it's just for like our reputation, like
It looked bad. It was a bad look.
It was a very
us.
bad look, and all of the reviews on that channel were incredibly negative, which is not good for the brand. Like, it's not good for the brand at all.
Yeah, it was bad. Well, and then in the middle of the feed of all of our videos was this podcast about like some dude that had an affair or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's like something came home on Christmas.
The whole format of all of it was so weird to me. I don't understand.
Because it was probably
like,
either a bot or it was just a
that's
scammer
what
that
I
was
thought.
trying to not get traced.
Right.
So, all right. So yeah. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Let's go ahead and start the draft, and then let's pull up the landing spots real quick. Once you do that. All right, draft is rolling. If this doesn't work, I'm going to sue Mason Dodd for all of his money. All of his underdog winnings, so nothing.
Yep.
But
there you go.
Let's look. So in this mock, you did have Love go 107 to the Commanders. I'm assuming he'll be the 101 here. Tate was the first wide receiver off the board. Mekhi Lemon. Jordan Tyson in the first round. Obviously Mendoza. Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper, Casey Concepcion all in the first round. And then Ty Simpson, Denzel Boston, Jeremy Bernard are the second round guys.
Ooh, Cooper with Tet. That's kind of
You did have 2 second round running backs in this mock draft with Jadarian Price and Mike Washington Jr. So this really should shake things up here. But let's go ahead and go back to the mock. We'll keep jumping back and forth to this. I would imagine we're going to see the first couple picks be normal here. But again, in this hypothetical, Jeremiah Love probably goes to my favorite landing spot for him.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, you wanna put it in the bottom left corner?
Oh, good idea. They won't be able to see it, but yeah. Although we can make it bigger than, yeah, it doesn't matter. So
let's just see what it looks like.
Let's see what Watch is going to do. He takes Jeremiah Love. And then, so go ahead and put it back up here. So Mekhi Lemon in this mock draft, he goes here 102. This probably wouldn't have been my 102, but he goes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not. Sorry if you're on a phone. You can zoom in. Mekhi Lemon went 113 to the Los Angeles Rams here. And so he goes 102. Again, if it were to go down like this, I'm pretty sure our rankings would be exactly the same, where we would just have all 3 of those wide receivers in the A tier. So any of these wide receivers are acceptable here. So
yes, agreed.
John says the guy in the second spot didn't want to switch with me. I'm sorry, John. That's a bad deal. It was Mason trying to ruin your subscriber count so he could stay ahead of y'all. Yeah, if you're not subscribed, we got to catch the man.
Yep.
So then Tate goes 103 and Tyson 104. Again, in this hypothetical, Tate goes 106 to the Cleveland Browns. He's the first wide receiver off the board. And Jordan Tyson goes 116 to the Jets, which doesn't make a lot of sense from a fit standpoint for me. I wonder, like, again,
Tyson with G Will. That's kind of weird.
It's very redundant in my opinion.
That's like 2.
I think they're similar.
Yeah. That's odd.
And then Mendoza obviously 101. Nothing different there. And he goes 105. So now we're into this next tier.
I've seen weirder draft picks from teams in the NFL draft.
This is where it will get interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oh my gosh, Price to Denver
in the second.
Yeah.
It's literally I'm not falling for that again though. I'm not falling for it again. So KC goes.
In fairness, Harvey was way worse analytically, and he was 1,000 years old, and
true.
Who we thought he was.
So KC goes to the Steelers at the 21 there in the first round, which is pretty good draft capital for KC. But and then Sadiq, I like the Sadiq pick.
With no quarterback, it's gonna be tough for KC to produce there when you've got Pitti and DK as well.
I like the Sadiq pick here because Sadiq goes to the 118 to the Minnesota Vikings. That's actually a pretty good landing spot for him. He's the Hawkinson replacement essentially, and they need it. So, and then Cooper, I love Cooper's landing spot in this.
Hawk's making a lot of dollars right now.
He sure is because he's on a big contract.
He got at the time it was the highest paid tight end contract ever. 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
This has not been a very talked about.
TJ Hawkinson. What's not been talked about?
Time. Time. Hold on.
What do you mean time?
Why did you take Emmett Johnson? He went to the Raiders in the 4th. Okay, so I'm confused about that. The Cooper landing spot, for Carolina has not been talked about a lot, and I
that's hot stuff.
love that landing spot.
That's
I
perfect.
would love it if he went there.
That's perfect for him.
It would be a match made in heaven.
Yep.
So Emmett Johnson goes for some reason. He would never go here if this actually happened. Mike Washington obviously would go here, and Mike Washington went at the 232 to the Seahawks. Highly unfortunate if this happens. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with him. And then I love Stowers here. Stowers in this mock goes in the second to Philly. So basically he would sit behind Goddard for a year. Goddard's on a 1-year deal. If this were to happen, I think Stowers would eventually take the place of Dallas Goedert. And so he goes here 111. I'm fine with that pick. The one thing I will say about Eagles weapons is that I think the situation might get a little murky.
Little murky.
John says, I think they will use Emmett Johnson. Dude averaged 20 plus fantasy points in college. But dude, he's behind Ashton Genty, and he got 4th round draft capital. So like, I don't
right behind Genty.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he just went to a team that already has an elite running back. So that's kind of my argument against that. But and then Jadarian Price goes 112. Price was the second running back off the board, went to Denver in the second, and I get it, but like at the same time, I think you'd see Price go much higher than this if this were to happen. Your boy goes to Tennessee in the early second. I would be I don't know. He would be Ward's wide receiver 1. It would be sexy, and he would go here. But I think that is a prime trap example at the 201 this year is Boston to the Tennessee Titans if he gets drafted in the second. The hit rates are abysmal. They're just so bad.
They are.
So you just can't. Like, you have to hope he goes in the first.
Yep.
And then Simpson went Cardinals 202. Good Simpson.
Pretty much every second round wide receiver we're going to be not super duper high on.
The Simpson pick would be the pick here, though, because that's going to play for LaFleur, probably sit behind Jacoby Brissett for a year, and then they're going to give him a starting spot. It's a very Shuck-esque pick right there.
Arizona wants to trade back so bad because they want to take Simpson, but they don't want to take him at the 103.
Yeah, and they shouldn't either. That would be
no.
horrific.
They won't take him at the 103, but that's why they want to trade back so bad.
Chris Bell.
If they don't end up trading back, then there's a chance that they trade up from the 202 because they would have to jump Pittsburgh at 121.
Chris Bell goes here to the Raiders in the third. I mean, again, we're at the 2-3, and we're talking about a third-round wide receiver going off the board. It just gets ugly really quick here, no matter which way you look at it. Jeremy Bernard, he went in this mock in the second round. He went to Kansas City. Intriguing landing spot, but I don't know. Ted Hurst, again, second round for Ted Hurst. I think this is very possible going into to Friday that he gets drafted in the second or third round. I think he could be drafted in the second round. In this particular mock, he went to the Falcons, so he'd be the Drake London opposite. So Brazel went here at the 327, and we're taking a third round wide receiver in the second round of rookie drafts. Antonio Williams, who I like, he went at the 304 to Philly. He would essentially be for all intents and purposes, the wide receiver 2 there. However, he would be the third weapon because you talked about them already taking Stowers in the second, and then they take Antonio Williams in the third. And again, a third round wide receiver going in the second round of Dynasty rookie drafts. I'm gonna beat the dead horse on this one. Coleman, where did Coleman go on this one? 418 to Detroit. So, I mean, I guess you could maybe say he's going to slide into the David Montgomery role, and Pacheco's deal was nothing, which Pacheco didn't get paid a lot. So if that were to happen, sure. I love the Max Clare pick. Third round tight end. I would much rather have a third round tight end over a third round wide receiver here. The Max Clare to the Bengals. That's a wide open room, in my opinion. So I think he could be a factor there. But again, the hit rates are going to be low, obviously. So AJ Brown replacement Antonio Williams. That's kind of what it is. So. Scribble says, y'all aren't ready for Devontae Smith this year. I think we are, man. We put him on our last buys video. I think we are ready. KT said, free live blueprints tonight, only for new subscribers to domain with a screenshot. Unsubscribe to Mason. Nice.
What's your favorite sneaky day 3 pick here?
That I would like. I mean, I'm gonna go analytics here. I think it would be if I'm going off of hit rates, I would say either lots of picks here. I would say it was Max Clare. Max Clare would be my favorite pick.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, if Surratt goes in the third, forget about it. He went there at the 204, but he goes here in the third round of the Dolphins. You know how many third round wide receivers have hit like in the last 7 years? Like legitimately none.
I know. It is bad.
Jolly did go here, but he went in the fourth round of the Patriots.
Max Clare was a third round guy, not a day 3 guy.
Oh,
I said your favorite day 3 guy.
Oh, I thought you said third round.
No, day 3.
Okay, day 3 guy in this draft?
Yeah. Heidenreich went to Seattle.
Drew Aller.
They did take Mike Washington, but yeah, Drew Aller is not a bad one.
He barely is a day 3 guy, but I think that's a good one. Heidenreich to Seattle in the 5th round. I love that for him.
Yeah.
Because you have to beat out Mike Washington. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I think we can do that.
Claiborne would have a pretty good chance at getting some work in Minnesota if he went there.
I love.
I would be between Claiborne and Heidenreich, maybe Kalen Black.
I like Kalen Black. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
If you're going analytics, though, I would go with Heidenreich or Claiborne.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say.
The Giants and their tight ends.
Heidenreich goes 3-3 there, which is appropriate. I think this is where Eli Heidenreich will go in drafts. Again, if you've watched, you know that we think he's like a 4th, 5th round prospect. We just really like him because we are able to like players without being like, oh, we know more than you. So, Claiborne is nice, but he's tiny, dude. I have a really hard time betting on him. So.
Eensy weensy.
I have a hard time betting on him.
Any other quarterback that goes? Taylor Green goes to Green Bay. Klubnik goes to Tampa. So they have Nussmeier and Beck going in the 3rd round. Okay.
Claiborne goes there. Skylar Bell, where did Bell go?
Skylar Bell went at the 316 in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'd say I'm most excited here in this particular scenario. I'd be most excited about the first round would be more exciting in this scenario because you got 2 second-round running backs here.
Yep.
So I think everything through like the 111, 112 here would be pretty good. I think we'd be pretty happy on Friday night if this happened.
Yep.
In this particular mock, just to give you an example, a ballpark of what we might expect when we're live on Thursday in terms of prospects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. Last year it was 11 or 12, I think. So obviously there's going to be less guys selected in round 1, but really just getting the landing spots for these wide receivers, making sure Cooper and Concepcion are first round
last
picks.
Year we had 10 or 11, didn't we, in the 1st round?
Yeah, and realistically, honestly, we could get to 10 here pretty easily because Simpson and Boston are probably going to go in the first.
Simpson and Boston are the big wild cards.
Yeah, so.
And Price.
Jacoby Lane goes there. Where did he go in this draft? Raiders 4th. Yeah, I would be not drafting him at all.
Nah. Jonah Coleman goes to Detroit. That's a Monty replacement pick.
Yeah.
I actually totally missed that one. Yeah, he'd be a serviceable guy. That would be his ceiling, would be a serviceable guy.
Michael Trigg.
That's not true.
Went in the 6th.
Monty was more than
Carson
serviceable.
Beck went in the 3rd here to Pittsburgh. Not terrible because if Carson Beck went in the 3rd to Pittsburgh, that's the type of pick I would take in this year's 3rd round because you'd probably see him start this year. Assuming that Rodgers doesn't come back.
Yeah, he'd have a good chance.
Because Will Howard, I mean,
we saw it with Dylan Gabriel.
If they drafted Carson Beck here and Rodgers didn't come back, I would actually bet money that Beck would start games this year. Because they would get antsy and start him. Yeah. McCarthy would. I know he would. So.
Yep.
Kalon goes there. Again, I like the Kalon Black landing spot to Houston here.
Beck is so bad, dude.
I do think Kalon Black and David Montgomery are kind of similar. So.
Who?
Black and Monty.
Ah.
Because really, if I see Houston taking a back here, I see them taking a receiving back.
Yeah. Those are the types of guys we're like taking shots on in day 3 are just essentially wide open backfields.
Yeah, I agree.
Really the value ceiling that you see for guys who are behind established lead running backs in their respective offenses are like Bashal Tune and Kyle Monangai. And those guys, had some value upside when you took a shot on them, which was great. But really the ones that have a higher chance are guys like Scatterboon, right? Who is, could take over that backfield immediately. Guys in this scenario would be Claiborne, Kalon Black, Heidenreich.
See, here's the thing,
etc.
T-Cal says
Jonah Coleman would be your floor guy because he would just go in there and be the guy that gets 30% of the snaps.
Injuries goes to the Broncos. That's a pretty good pick there in the 4th as well. Yeah. So, T-Cal says Lemon would be the most likely just not to do anything year 1. He wouldn't become relevant until after Adams leaves. But we've seen this so often. They'd literally just be a carbon copy of JSN and Emeka Egbuka. And JSN, was pedestrian year 1, but Egbuka had his flashes until he was pedestrian the rest of the year. So, yeah, and the thing is that may be true, and it wouldn't matter at all for his dynasty value because everybody would bake that into his price. So, it'd be the best landing spot by far. regardless of if Stafford retired or not. I think they're going to get him on a 1 year to next offseason. So we'll see with Stafford. Where did Fields go?
I have not seen him on this list. Maybe I haven't looked at the day 3. He went to Washington 307.
Yeah.
There we go.
So if you're in the Discord, you saw this, but I'm just telling you right now.
2 receivers from Miami, Surratt and Bryce Lance in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm. I'm just telling you right now. We have a surprise for you guys.
Tell us. Tell us.
I can't.
The surprise.
I'm not telling them.
Yeah.
But you'll find out this weekend. It's for our members. Our members are going to get the surprise. And it may be disgusting. It may be actually like sick, nasty, disgusting. It's
/
one of my favorite things ever.
Already is. So.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you now, but I can't. But I want to really bad. We'll show you plenty after the draft, though. After the draft, you're going to see plenty of the surprise. So get ready. Can't wait till every pranks us all on a trolling video where each take is based on my himself. Or my personal film grade because I'm the film expert. Hi, my name's Corey. I'm not telling you yet, but we'll tell you. Well, again, this weekend you'll get it. So the focus group has seen it. If there's focus groupers here, they'll tell you it's awesome. It's legit. Nagasuma knows. Balls are blue, yeah. Signasty? It is pretty Signasty, actually. I'll be at the draft. I won't have internet. You can tell me on the... All right, I can tell you. I don't know if we'll announce it on Friday night or Saturday. I think it'll be ready Friday, so maybe we can just do it on Friday. Oh, it's gonna... Yeah, we'll do it Friday night on the draft stream. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you. Are you guys going to live stream for day 2? Yes, sir. We will be live on day 1 at 7:30 and on day 2 at 6:30. I think the draft starts 7 day 2. So we'll be live at 6:30 that day. Yep. First 2 days we'll stream. Then Saturday afternoon, we do not stream. We're working. So. And then these 4th round pickups. A couple. I like the tight ends here. I like Sam Roush. He went to the Jaguars here. Raritan, where did he go? I saw him. The Browns. So. All right, let's do another one. Let's get some new people in. So go ahead and do the same exact thing, Scott. Keep me out of the mock. Same landing spots. Again, I'll drop the link here. You guys can refer to this draft, and we can see how much different this one would go. We want to run a couple simulations with this, but drop a like on the video, of course. We've got 150 likes, and we'll give away a blueprint tonight. So there's enough of you watching to hit that. So if you guys want some free stuff, we can do the drawing. We can get Nightbot out. Here's the link to the mock draft landing spots. So. Did the mock drafter forget the Penn State running backs existed? Either that or Becca forgot they existed. It's possible. Where are Singleton and Allen in this? Check and see if they're on that mock draft.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward.
Lou says, you guys doing any trade questions tonight if I were to submit one? Yeah, we will do team reviews. We will do trade questions tonight. Our last team reviews before the draft night. So,
hey, watch 14. Let us know if you're on the stream tonight, man. I saw you had a question about your team review. You're a new member.
What'd you say, Becca? Katron's not on that draft. Singleton got drafted in the 5th. Allen didn't go in that draft, so. All right, shoot. All right, yes, let's rock and roll. Same landing spots. Here we go. 1 minute clock. We'll see how this one goes. I'm sure it will be a little bit different than the last one, but we'll do a couple with this. So, what's up, Hatch? Pretty sure that's who you were calling out. So, Mark says it's fire. There you go. Frosty says you're about to get spoiled. There you go. Again, I think you guys are gonna love it. Like I've not been excited to release something. I've not been excited to release something like this in a while. Just saying that. January was fun when we did all of our new blueprints, but this is different. It's fun. I literally want to show you so bad right now. Show you during the draft stream. I got to finish it. All right, Love goes 101. And then Tyson to the Jets. He goes 102 here. So, again, any of these wide receivers in this tier would be acceptable picks. Carnell Tate at the 103. Tate obviously was the first wide receiver off the board. He did go to Cleveland. I don't mind that landing spot for Carnell Tate at all. And then Makai Lemon, again, to the Rams at the 113 here. And then we get dicey here. Sadiq is the 105 pick. Again, Sadiq will almost certainly be in the 105 tier for us. Mendoza, almost certainly there. You can pretty much lock these guys in as they will be. All 6 of these guys will be in the top 8. It's just a matter of if anybody jumps up ahead of Sadiq and Mendoza. I will rank Sadiq pretty aggressively, just given the hit rates of tight ends that typically go where Sadiq's going to go in rookie drafts. Mendoza and then Concepcion. Again, Concepcion to the Steelers. He goes here. And then I bet we see, I'd be shocked if we didn't see, so I bet we're going to see from Steve E, who's going to take his pick here for me on Flock Fantasy. I bet it's going to be, my guess is that it's going to be, I think he's going to take,
hang on, we're doing a price draft pick at the 230 to Denver when they just re-signed Dobbins and they just drafted Harvey.
Yeah, where have you been? We did this.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm starting to think of the practicality of that. I just think that's
this is terrible. I do think, like, without naming names, I do think that the person who made this mock draft just threw names in. So,
yep.
And Stevie's gonna take. I think he autoed. Error making draft pick. Will you screenshot that and put it in the production chat so I can send it to Mason and tell him what the frick?
So it's only when they take the clock down to 0. So the auto isn't working.
Yeah, I think that's true.
The auto pick is broken.
Although it was David on the first one that failed. Yeah. And I don't think he would have autoed. Method says, thanks for the content. I was one of the winners from All Night Live Streams. Anyway, I can trade my blueprint for a membership, or is it too late? I think we already gave you your prize, so I think it's too late for that. We could have, though. We already gave it to you, right? Oh, Scott says it's going again. Who went? Cooper? That's who I thought was going to go. Boom. All right, we're back. We're so back.
Bruh.
What happened? Does anybody know how that's happening and how to fix it? Again, I'll sue Mason. Notorious web design programmer Mason Dodd. That's right. Dodd Programming made this. Simpson jumps up here in this particular mock, and he did, again, go early second to the Cardinals, but he jumps up and goes 109 here. So very interesting that we did have 2 running backs go in the late second round. And at this point in time, which I'm not necessarily sure I can blame people for this, they both go here at the end of the first. I think if this happened and Boston jumps up too, I think if this happened, dude, I'm not sure I would rank Price or Washington aggressively. I think if they're going to go in the first round, this is worst case scenario because for Washington, maybe not but I just think he's bad is my thing. But for Price, like, I think it's the worst case scenario here. So I don't know. Like, I don't think people are crazy for taking the receivers and maybe even Simpson over those guys.
No.
And late second draft capital for running backs is not equivalent to early second. And again, Stowers, I think, is a slam dunk pick there. I think Stowers is going to be a better landing spot. Again, these landing spots are kind of cheeks, to be honest with you. But
there are literally.
It could happen like this.
Yep. We could always get another 2023.
Yeah, David said he had no indication that he was even in the mock. Okay, well, then that's part of probably what's happening here. So that's annoying.
What?
All right. And then Chris Bell, again, Raiders, 3rd round. Chris Brazel, again, we're taking 3rd round wide receivers. I just want to look at some data here for you. So in the 2nd round, from 2020 to 2025, there were 8 wide receivers that were taken in the second round of Dynasty rookie drafts that were drafted in round 3 of the NFL draft, okay? Those wide receivers are Josh Downs, who was a startable asset. He is a startable guy there, right? He went 3rd round. He fell. We thought he was going to be good. He was good. It was good, right? Roman Wilson, Malachi Corley, David Bell, Jalen Tolbert, Diami Brown, Amari Rodgers, Brian Edwards, and Jalen Noel. There has been one startable guy, not even like consistent starter, startable. Out of the 8 guys that have been drafted in the second round of rookie drafts that have 3rd round NFL draft capital, one of those guys was even startable, and it was Josh Downs. So what you have to understand about drafting in this hypothetical scenario, Chris Bell here, Chris Brazel,
the likelihood,
the hit rate is almost 0. Now let's talk about Jeremy Bernard. Jeremy Bernard went in the second round of this mock draft, right? Of the 16 guys that went in the second round of Dynasty rookie drafts, 201 to 212, that had round 2 NFL draft capital, of the 16 of them, 5 of them were startable. Rashee Rice, Jaden Reed, Alec Pierce, T. Higgins, and Michael Pittman. The rest of them have not done it yet. Keon, Adonai Mitchell, Polk, Mingo, Mims, Mechie, Elijah Moore, Terrence Marshall, Rondale Moore, Denzel Mims, and Laviska Shenault. Obviously, you have last year's guys, Burden, Higgins, Trey Harris, and Jack Besh, and it's too early to tell on those guys.
I think the fun thing that a lot of people like to point to is Ladd McConkey. Ladd McConkey is like the poster child of second-round wide receiver that hits to an amazing degree.
He went in the first of Dynasty rookie drafts, too.
He went in the first of Dynasty rookie drafts.
And that's Pickens, McConkey, Sky Moore, and Christian Watson.
Analytically, he was far superior to anyone else in his range. He was very Luther Burden-esque in that, like, there was no poor draft capital or lower than expected draft capital that was actually going to really hurt him analytically because he was such a sound prospect.
Yep.
And nobody was going to let those guys fall past the early second round of the draft, right? Because once you get outside of those top 15, you usually only have no more than like 10 to 15 true first round grades for prospects any given normal rookie draft year for like the NFL. So then once you get like beyond that, you're really looking at a bank of like 30 guys that could go again as high as the mid first, as late as the early second. And that's just kind of how it goes every single year. So if like with Ladd, there were 2 guys that were objectively worse prospects than Ladd and Pearsall and Leggett who went ahead of them. And those teams just went with what they thought was schematic team need instead. Right. So that one's a little easy to kind of point. That one's easy to point to, but I think it's definitely the exception, not the rule.
Now, on the flip side of that, we talked about running backs wide receivers for the second and third round. But what if you talk about tight ends here? Tight ends that were drafted from 201 to 212 in Dynasty rookie drafts that had second round draft capital. I'm talking about Elijah Stowers here, who went at the 201. Is Stowers the right pick there?
Elijah Stowers.
There have been 3 tight ends so far, not including Mason Taylor last year. There have been 3 other guys that were, again, second round NFL draft picks that went in the second round of Dynasty rookie drafts in the last 6 years. Laporta, McBride, and Michael Mayer. 2 of those guys had an elite tight end season.
Yep.
And both of them held at some point top 4 round dynasty value in startups. Mason Taylor, obviously, we don't know yet. Michael Mayer did not. Yeah, top 2. Laporta was a late second. So, again, you can see just from historical hit rates there, Stowers is very clearly the pick there. Very clearly the pick.
Yep. Love me some Stowers.
Now, let's do this. Let's do first round running backs that were drafted in round 2. There have been 10 of them. Most of them have been startable. They're pretty high floor assets. Breece Hall and Jonathan Taylor obviously were elite, right? James Cook, Javonte Williams, they were startable guys. Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker, Dobbins, and Swift. The 2 busts so far are Brooks and Cam Akers. And again, Brooks is not technically a bust yet, but and then we don't know about Henderson, Judkins, or Harvey yet. But again, and 4 of those guys were, consistent starters or higher. So historically, a guy like Price in this hypothetical scenario, a guy like Mike Washington in this hypothetical scenario, would have some pretty good hit rates when you're comparing them to a Denzel Boston, who is a round 2 wide receiver that goes in the first 12 picks of rookie drafts. There have been 4 of those guys. Again, Pickens, Ladd, Sky Moore, and Christian Watson. 2 very, very opposite ends of the spectrum there in terms of what their dynasty value ceiling is. You have to decide, what does Denzel Boston do? I think I don't know. I think there's a case for Boston to be made that he could be the Pickens and the Ladd side and not the Sky Moore, and hey, Stevie, what I don't know what you did to fix it the first time, but let's try to fix it this time too. So,
where
David, shut up.
Where were Ladd and Pickens? Hey, hang on, let me pull this up.
What?
Bakery.
They
Wide receiver.
were mid-tier bakery prospects.
Were they yellow or green?
Ladd was yellow. Pickens might have been green. I know Ladd was yellow.
Ladd was yellow. Pickens was turquoise. He's
in the elite light tier?
He was elite light.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think there's been
that
some
was man,
recent,
that was way better.
You
than
can
I,
leave the draft up,
than I
Scott.
thought for
They'll pick
Pickens.
eventually.
I thought both of them were green. So Pickens was higher than green. Ladd was lower than green. Sky Moore was also in that yellow tier. It really is a mixed bag, man. It's a mixed bag in that yellow tier. Honestly, the second round guys that if they are that, you know what? Let me sort this. Okay, you ready for this? Ready for this? Here we go. Watch. Round 2, guys. Okay. Ready? Round 2 guys who go in that yellow tier in the bakery historically. Elijah Moore, Christian Watson, Terrace Marshall, Michael Thomas, Jaden Higgins, Ladd, Pierce, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd, Chris Bell, Pittman, Brazel, Wandell, Rashee Rice, Sky Moore. Oh, Rashee Rice is another guy. That was a second round prospect that went in that yellow tier. Sky Moore, Mechie, Reed, Kirk, Debo, Tyquan Mims, Paris, Trey Harris, Chase Claypool, Rondell Moore, and Sterling Shepard. Just from the naked eye, that looks like about a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Which is actually not that bad. So the second round draft capital guys that are in that tier specifically are okay shots to take in the early second, which is why they're going to, they generally settle in usually the mid second in most drafts that are deeper than this one.
Yeah.
What we end up seeing again is a lot of second round guys that are in the tiers below that. It's just Cortland Sutton, pretty much the only guy that hit in the tier below with second round draft capital that went in the orange tier. Literally no one else. No one else. Holy moly, that's crazy. Yeah, so a few guys in the elite lights here that went in the second round were DK, Burden, and Pickens, and then Juju Smith-Schuster and T. Higgins were in the elite upside tier that went in the second round. So basically, if you are a second round prospect that is in the elite light tier or the elite upside tier, fair game, totally fair game. Once you get into that upside tier, it's a big fall off, but it's still not too bad if they're going in the second round of your dynasty drafts.
Yep.
You're looking at roughly a 50-50 shot when you're talking about a startable asset. An elite asset, the hit rates are way lower. But yeah. Select all. Boom.
Tennessee has produced some of the best offensive weapons in recent memory. I agree on the Browns, though. You mean just Derrick Henry, right? I mean AJ Brown technically, but you really just talking about Henry there, right? I don't know who else.
Have you seen
Henry and Brown? That's only two.
Have you seen where our boy Charlie B is right now in the bakery for 2027?
No, I have not seen that.
Looking ahead, he's already in the upside tier.
Oh, geez.
With third round draft
Hopefully his
capital.
hamstring is in the upside tier.
Third round draft capital, upside tier already.
Yeah, I honestly don't think
good stuff.
I don't think Derrick Henry and AJ Brown have anything to do with the landing spot for Weston. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
You know, different coaching staff, different quarterback, different team. And one of those persons is Derrick Henry, and the other one's AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Both of them elite prospects when they were drafted. So little.
Dude, AJ Brown being in the elite plus tier
as a second
round pick is like
that's the bakery doing its job.
That's
because he would have been a very, very, very highly rated prospect otherwise. So
yep.
Ted Hurst is a mid-second in the NFL draft is bold from Becker's card. I don't know, Beckers. I think he's gonna get drafted Friday. I think he gets drafted Friday night. And I would not be surprised if he went in the second with everything I'm hearing about him. So
who? Heidenreich?
Alex says, John here is absolutely dog on Tennessee. I had to set it straight. Yeah, so the thing is, Alex, like, I'm probably going to be on John's side on this one because I hate the Titans. So, sorry, buddy. You know I love you.
Titans.
Mini slid Bowers, May, even Neighbors back out to landing spots. Landing spots sometimes are overrated by the talent. That's true. I generally agree with that. I think landing spot can be overplayed. And putting them in the same group as Cleveland, which has to be set straight. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Cleveland, Tennessee, kind of talking the same type of team, type of organization there. Like, you know. Right? I mean, everybody thinks of the bottom teams. They think of the Jets, the Browns, the Titans, you know. Those are kind of the, you know, the bottom dwellers. Dirks Bentley goes there. Wow.
Nice.
Pretty interesting. 5-1, 5-0.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it Popo.
Yeah. There's no way his first name's actually Dirks.
No, what is his first name? Click on that 410, Scott.
Please.
What?
Please be
Dallin?
Dirks.
Dallin. Becca says Dallin.
No.
If Becca knows
be
this and we
Dirks.
don't, that's crazy.
I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, click on the 410. Click on the player profile. Yeah. Dallin Bentley. Oh, yeah, Dallin Bentley. Good job, Becca.
Right,
Wow,
Becca,
Becca
nice
knew
job.
that guy's name and we didn't.
Dude, I've never heard of
I've
this
never
guy.
watched that guy's film. That's
Okay,
crazy.
yeah.
Good job. No, I've not done analysis on Dallin Bentley. I stopped pretty early with tight ends most of the time. Where did he go in this draft?
Yeah, same.
He didn't, did he? Oh yeah, 533. He went to the Ravens. Okay. Yeah.
I think Dirks Bentley was a fair assumption.
Yeah, Dirks was, I thought, a lot more fun.
That was a fair assumption.
So I used to think landing spot and situation didn't matter until I saw Jefferson struggle this year. Yeah, and I think that just goes to show, like, not all wide receivers are quarterback proof. But, you know, Cam Ward would have been would have supported Jefferson in a wide receiver one season all the live long days. So go ahead and set up another one, Scott. We'll do another one with these landing spots here. So, yeah, there is that. I mean, Jefferson just happened to be in, like, the worst possible quarterback situations because, like, I don't think people understand. People say, oh, the J.J. McCarthy hate is so forced. Like, it's actually not. Like, I don't have to force it at all to tell you, like, did you watch the games? He is the only guy I've ever seen that can make Justin Jefferson not look good.
Dude, I watched every game because I had both wide receivers, and Carson Wentz looked like Brett Favre compared to J.J. McCarthy.
He did, guys.
And Carson Wentz was awful.
And Max Brosmer was admittedly worse than McCarthy, but that was a pretty low bar.
Yeah, he's like, well, he's better than Max Brosmer. Have we really stooped that low for the 10th overall pick in the NFL draft?
Yeah. So
for a guy, wasn't Brosmer like undrafted, or was he a 7th round pick?
No, he was a 7th round pick. I think.
Okay. Still,
Maximus was drafted where?
Maximus who? Claire?
No. Where was he drafted at? I can't remember. I think it was the 7th.
Oh, Brosmer.
Oh, no, he was undrafted. You're right.
Watching the Vikings this year would
He's a
ruin
UDFA.
my Sundays sometimes. Yeah, join the club, man.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Okay, so one more time, running back
watching them and watching the Cardinals
here. Hey,
was also torture.
138 likes. We get to 150. We're giving away a blueprint. So just hit the like button. We'll get there. I'll fire up Nightbot.
Pre-Brissett, it was torture.
So Love again, Commanders, Tyson, Jets, Tate, Browns, Lemon, Rams, Mendoza, Raiders, Sadiq, Eagles, Cooper. I like Cooper 1-7 here. That's the Panthers. I like that landing spot. Boston jumps up. He's a 2nd round wide receiver, but he goes above some 1st round wide receivers here, which personally I would never do that, but I get it. And then Concepcion goes. Good price for Concepcion there at the 109. And then Price, pretty realistic. So I would probably rank these guys in this hypothetical scenario. Price obviously going to the Broncos. I just think these landing spots are pretty unrealistic in my opinion. So the freest of bloopies. That's right. Echelon says, I feel like I'm shadow banned here. Why are you shadow banned for?
Maybe we should just run Wirecast literally like all day tomorrow.
I read approximately
to make sure that it doesn't like crash out.
Did you delete it off your computer?
This is no, I have not yet.
Do that.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Who do you guys think the Giants take at
It's
5?
closed. Do I need to open it up to log out to then get rid of it, or is it?
Yeah,
good if
open
I
it up,
just get rid
log
of it?
out, and then delete it.
Okay.
That's what I did.
All right.
Who do you guys think the Giants take at 5 and 10? I think they go Downs at 5 is my gut. I think they go Tyson at 10. There we go. There's
Log out.
Tyson was there for them at 10 in this mock draft. I think they like Downs. It sounds like they like Downs. Carbon copy here. You saw Surratt actually goes 111 here. I don't think there's ever been a third round wide receiver. So Surratt goes, 330 here, almost fourth round to the Dolphins. And he gets drafted at the end of the first here. This tells you everything you need to know about this year's class, by the way. I don't think there's ever been a third round wide receiver that's gone in the first round of Dynasty rookie drafts. So, all right, we hit 150 barely.
Bye-bye, Wirecast.
Okay, let's get Nightbot out. Now, I'm just going to warn you. Nightbot can be a little bit of a prick. She's a prick. There's a girl, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That adds up.
All right, Christmas 69 in the chat. No caps, no spaces. It's Dynasty Christmas. We're going to give away a free team blueprint. Christmas 69. Boom. And go. 10-minute time. Scott, start a 10-minute timer for me. 10-minute timer rolling. Again, Ted Hurst, second-round wide receiver here. Brazel, third-round wide receiver. Chris Bell, third-round wide receiver. Malik Washington, second-round running back, but bad. Nick Singleton, he went somewhere here in the 5th round. Who did he go to?
Singleton?
Yeah, well, who did he go to in this draft?
Becca.
Who did Singleton go to?
Packers.
Yeah. Ugh. Although, that's an Emmanuel Wilson replacement. They might draft
relatively interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised for them to take a
There's going to be a lot of interesting day 3 running backs going.
Yeah, no caps, no spaces, y'all. Getting some free team bluepies before the draft. Very exciting. Very exciting week, you guys. Again, if you're watching, make sure you join in. We'll be live starting at 7:30 on Thursday, 2 days from now. About 48 hours
Who knows?
from now.
Maybe more trades will have been done at that point.
Yeah. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll go live here. It'll be Nathan, myself, Paul from Pure Potential, Ryan Bread, creator of the bakery, all sitting down to break down the NFL draft. It's going to be a blast. So make sure Scott plays the promo when I talk about the draft, and make sure you're here as well at 7:30 p.m.
What did you think about the Dexter Lawrence trade, by the way?
They overpaid for Lawrence. I mean,
I think they did too.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is that the Bengals overpaid. But the funny thing was, NFL analysts were acting like it wasn't a bad trade because.
Yeah. I mean, Lawrence is great.
How the Bengals didn't know what they were basically gonna do at the 10 spot, which kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense, to be honest with you. So
they must not have thought that
Yep, Shamrock, the bread man's gonna be here, and we're gonna get him on camera this year. I told him today he had to wear pants because nobody wants to see his knees.
Who?
Nathan and I will be wearing pants. By the way, there will be no exposed knees, legs, or hair on our legs. Or in Nathan's case, shaved legs.
I don't shave my legs.
There's nothing to shave.
No, I just...
No, they came like that. They were sitting on my front porch like that. Yeah. Yeah. No. Being nice. Phrase it like that.
What's
like
nice?
I'm not swamped. I'm being mean. I'm being mean if I don't have time to do it. Okay. The chair's upstairs.
Oh.
Hoping my flight Thursday has a Starlink so I can catch the stream. Yeah, and we'll be live for hours and hours and hours. So, thoughts on the smoke around Tyson or Tate going back to back at 5-6? Could see Lemon push up the board if that happens. I think you would see Lemon push up the board. I think it's possible both those guys go in the top 10. Obviously, that'd be very interesting from a Dynasty fantasy football storyline perspective. So I'm rooting for that to happen. That would be Giants and Browns. Yeah, Giants and Browns. I think it's very possible because again, I think it's possible the Giants want Tyson. We'll see. We'll see. Manscaping for Christmas. I get it. Yeah. The Bengals were going to F up the pick. That's exactly right, Denny. They were going to do that. So it's better than, they get 1 year of Dexter Lawrence before he leaves, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's like, I'm not staying here.
Well, so that was a 1 year extension to the deal that he's already on. So he's there for 3 years. So they made it. It was a really bad look for Cincinnati. Like the way that it was released, the way the contract was released was a really bad look. Everyone was like trashing him, but they already had him under contract for 2 more years. So
He is old, though, is the thing.
he is older. Yeah. Let's look up the contract deets, see if they've been updated for Dexter.
Tim says this mock is terrible. I do agree.
Dexter Lawrence is 28 years old. That's not bad.
Echelon says, can you go over the hit rates for second-round wide receivers again? I don't understand it. We can, but we're going to have videos about it and stuff, so trust me.
So,
You'll hear about it.
So Dexter Lawrence was on a 4-year, $87.5 million contract that was they were a couple years into that. It was 2023 through 2027. So 26 and 2027, and then they tagged an extra year on top of that.
Yeah, Alex makes a very good point here. He says, don't be surprised if the Giants trade up from 6 up to 6 from 10 and take Downs and either Love or Tyson back to back. Wouldn't cost them too much to do that. You're right. There are lots of teams that want to move back, and most people think that 10 is the same as 6 this year. So I agree.
Or they could just take the next best available receiver at 10.
They could. I think they're pretty high.
One of Lemon, Tate, or Tyson is going to be there at 10.
I think they're pretty high on Tyson being the fit guy there with Neighbors, because although I think Lemon would fit, well, no, Tyson is the best fit there with Neighbors probably. Tate would be okay too.
Yeah.
Taylon Green goes there, 401. They said Ladd doesn't count because he was taking the first round of rookie drafts. It doesn't make sense to me. Because I was only looking at wide receivers that were selected in the second round of rookie drafts. So that's
he was selected
in the first.
We're essentially eliminating the guys that like everyone in the market consensus agreed.
No, it's not even that.
Like,
I literally just put a filter on.
Right.
Wide receivers drafted from 201 to 212. Ladd wasn't in that group because he was drafted in the first round. His ADP was too high.
Right.
So he was excluded from my filter. Is it looking better and better for Scadaboo? I think Scadaboo survives. We've said this. It's a risk. It's a lottery ticket. I might go get me another Scadaboo or 2 before the draft just so I can celebrate when they don't draft him. I think it sounds more and more like they're
I've got
not.
plenty of Scadaboo.
I think it sounds more and more like they're not going to take Scadaboo. I'm curious what you think, Alex.
I'm seeing a lot of
P-Trip says happy birthday.
I'm seeing a lot of defense and receiver.
Yeah. What's up, Costas?
Defense and receiver. Like, let's not underplay the fact that they lost Wandell. Wandell was huge for them last year.
Oh, yeah.
Without Malik Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
And they actually worked really well together, both of those guys. So they need to find a complementary piece to Neighbors to replace what Wandell offered for them.
Echelon says he's confused why the filter matters. I mean, I guess it doesn't. I mean, you can take the filter off and just do round 2 wide receivers drafted anywhere. But I think narrowing it down to where they're drafted from ADP standpoint makes it even more specific for you. Because what it does, it takes the better second-round prospects like Pickens and Ladd who got bumped up into the first because they were superior prospects that just fell in the draft.
Odd shot. I think
you can remove it.
Yeah, odd shot. I think Love to the Cardinals is more noise than I don't want to say it's not legit. I think it's legit for Love to go anywhere top 5 because that's probably where he's going to end up going. I don't think he's going to make it past 5.
All right, if you haven't jumped in a mock yet, here's one for you. We're going to do another mock draft here, so jump in. Continue.
I think at the end of the day, you've got a defensive head coach in Arizona not defensive. You've got Mike LaFleur in Arizona. You had a previous defensive head coach. They're kind of in a gap year where they're really, unless they take Simpson, like in the early second or the late first if they trade up, they're probably looking at really just riding it out with Brissett this year on a gap year. And if they're going to do that, they're going to want to build out the trenches for whatever franchise quarterback they bring in next season.
Sure.
And I mean, you've got 2 really good prospects there at the 102 and the 103 and David Bailey and Arvell Reese. And in my opinion, I just don't, I don't see a reason for them in their current situation to not go ahead and just go with one of those guys who I do think for the structure of their franchise or the structure of their team as a whole, I think it's a smarter move to go with the guy in the trenches. I really do. And I don't think that, I don't know. They've just gone for so many weapons in the past and it never really worked out. And they kind of just built the wrong way. Like they were never really tough in the trenches. So that's kind of my 2 cents. I could obviously be wrong. We've seen crazier things go down. I mean, the Falcons did that with Bijan. They went with the Lamborghini instead of, taking their medicine and doing what they needed to do to really build the team the way that they should have built it before they, had everything else ready to go. But you know, Bijan's Bijan, and he's amazing, and he's going to be great on the Falcons forever, and that's awesome. But my gut tells me that Arizona's going to let him walk based on what they did in free agency this year. I just think they are. I think they're going to ride it out one more year with Connor, Benson, and Algier, and it literally could be another 3-back split.
I'll give you the 10-second cliff notes of what you said. The Cardinals are not taking Love. That is a smokescreen. They are not taking Love 3.
I think in my opinion, I think the only reason that news is coming out is because I don't think two things can be true here. I don't think they want to take Love at the 103 and want to trade back. The only reason the noise is that they're going to take Love at the 103 is because they want to trade back and they want somebody to pay to trade up.
That's exactly right. It's just a smokescreen. The Cardinals are sending out smokescreens because they're trying to get somebody to trade up. They'd like to trade back. That's the correct answer. They will not just stick a pick at Love at 103 and take Love. There's no way. If they do, that would be malpractice.
Can you imagine Algier getting Algiered again?
Yeah, that would be really funny.
That would be really funny.
That would be actually funny.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was going to be Scadaboo that gets Algiered, but it's Algier that gets Algiered.
Right.
Should have known.
It's just an Algier thing.
He is the verb. It's his verb. Like, it happens to him.
His verb. He should trade.
But yeah, Scribbles, you're right. The Cardinals want to trade out.
Yeah.
John says, I think Washington takes Love, and I just very much wonder if he makes it there. But
I don't think he makes it there.
I would not be surprised if he did. There's plenty of good defensive players to take in the top 6 picks this year.
If he goes to Washington,
him and Daniels, imagine guarding that dude.
Well,
although that's what we said about Richardson and JT, and look how that worked out.
Yeah, but Daniels is actually good.
True.
That offense would be so.
Although
fun
Richardson
to watch.
was as good of a rusher as Jaden Daniels. The problem was the
but again,
RPO stuff
rushing
didn't matter because there was no P.
They were
It was just RO. Yeah, so there was no P.
It was a run option.
It was a run option. Like you run the ball or you
AR,
run the ball.
We're definitely not passing.
We're not passing it
because if we do, it's an interception.
Except for that one time off his back foot against the Texans, where it was the best throw I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a better throw. Nobody's ever thrown a football.
He did it twice.
Aaron
that
Rodgers
game.
I mean, it was
he
like
did it twice.
I'm like, I remember that was game 1 of that season.
That
right?
was like,
and I remember,
that was like violins playing in the background.
And I was like,
just like,
he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, we got him.
We got him. We got our guy.
And then I saw the 5 next passes, and I was like,
okay, maybe not.
We got some work to do.
He's not all the way there.
He kind of looks exactly the same as he did last year. He didn't develop at all. What did he do this offseason?
Alex is convinced that Love is not going to make it past the Giants, which
I don't think that's a bad take.
I don't think that's a bad take.
I think there's a very good chance that Tennessee takes him.
I think that's probably where he ends up is Tennessee, which is fine.
I think Daboll misses Saquon.
I think so too. Oh, timer's up. All right, let's draw. Nightbot. Here we go. The winner of the draft week free blueprint is Esky1221. Congratulations, Esky. Open a ticket on Discord. Go to our Discord. Open a ticket in the support check section. Say, hey, I won. Here's my Flock Discord or my Flock username, and we'll get it assigned to you. Appreciate you, man. Thanks everybody for playing. If we hit 300, we'll give away another. We're at 169. One nice. So yeah.
Speaking of Pierce, Pierce just had a low-key major ankle operation.
Alec, yes.
Yeah.
Like
just casually out for 3 months.
We're gonna pay him as much as he wants.
Man,
but he's gonna be out for quite a while.
We're so excited about Alex.
We're so excited
this year.
about Alex.
We can't wait to
He's
have
not
him.
playing, but we're excited.
He's just side note, his ankle's obliterated.
Yeah.
And we just dropped $120 million. He'll be back in roughly 6 to 9 months. 69 months? No, 6 to 9 months.
It's a tool. Therapy's a tool.
It's a tool.
I literally read that. I was like,
why'd you do the surgery now? Why didn't you? Well, I guess I know why he did it now. It's because he was waiting to get the contract done.
He will be, in all seriousness, he's going to be ready for training camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Man, last year, Chris Ballard, it's going to be crazy next year.
April, May, June. He'll be back.
Why is it Tate to Tennessee being considered their wide receiver room is led by Wandale? The fit is also perfect. Agree. Tate is a perfect fit with Wandale Robinson and in that. I think it could be. I think, and this is why I don't necessarily think it's a guarantee that Love goes in the top 6 picks, because I think there is a world where Tennessee says, I'd rather have a receiver, and I think Tennessee should take wide receiver, in my opinion. I don't know. Love is obviously the much better player, but from a team need standpoint,
this is the dilemma that literally everyone in the NFL is going through right now. Is there's one big tier in the first round once you get past really the top 5 guys, and the
Commanders need to trade up for Love.
The top 5 guys, talent wise, you kind of just have to take because they're the best, and then everybody beyond that is essentially they're just going team need dependent.
Right.
So all these guys that want to go team need in the top 5 that are like, I don't need a safety. I don't want to take Caleb Downs. I don't want to take a running back because we're rebuilding. Of course they all want to trade back because it essentially forces their hand in taking who they don't want to take, even though they're probably not going to take that guy who they know they should take anyways because they're going to go positional need anyways. I think that's the issue with... That's the issue with a lot of teams this year.
Hey, you know what we should do, Nathan, after this?
Like all the most talented prospects in this class are the least valuable positions in the NFL.
I think the peoples are enjoying this discussion. We're going to go and do, after this one wraps up, let's go through the whole first round and just mock it out.
Cool.
So we're going to do that.
Good idea.
So stick around. You guys can contribute to that. You can give us feedback in the comments. Obviously, we have some, there are some holes in our knowledge base just because we are so focused on the Dynasty players. I don't know as much about the defensive players. So we'll go through Underdog's mock draft tool.
I think the latter half of the first round will be a little uglier. The first round or the first half will be decent.
This link, and you're gonna make the picks for us. So
D'Angelo Pons first overall. Just kidding, second overall.
So yeah, let's do that. If you guys stick around,
we're gonna go Nando 101, Omar Cooper 102, Pons 103, Surratt 104,
Aiden Fisher
105,
Kalen Black, Roman Himby,
Kamara.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Daly.
No, Lewis Moore.
Oh yeah.
Daly.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go. It's our top 10. Suck it, everyone who.
Lewis Moore's a good
IU.
sleeper for this pick in on the defensive side. He's old is the problem. He's 26 already.
Who?
Lewis Moore.
Oh my
safety.
gosh.
Yeah, because remember he's the guy that everybody was up in arms about playing in the national championship game because he's also old.
Well, I know everybody was up in arms about it at the beginning of the season because he was. I remember in the Illinois game.
Yeah, Coogan. We forgot Cougs.
The Illinois game was technically the last game of his eligibility, like that he had for sure. And then beyond that, they didn't know if he was going to be able to play.
Yeah, true.
26 is like unreal.
Yeah, it is unreal.
Did he just get injured a million times? Did he just go shuck on everybody?
I don't know.
That's like wild.
Yeah, it is. Simpson to the Raiders, number 1 overall for sure. Okay, Killer Potato Fish, Dan Orlovsky's burner. Do I get a reward if I get... Hold on.
Can you imagine the fireworks?
Vincent
start out the day, Ty Simpson 101. That would be...
Vincent says, do I get a reward if I get Eli Heidenreich to shout out domain? If you get Eli Heidenreich to shout out domain, we will give you a spoils of riches, dude.
Man.
You would get lots. We'd send you everything.
Wait, do you know Heidenreich?
You would legally own Nathan.
Yeah.
We'd give you the rights to Nathan.
I would give you the rights. I would sell.
Technically, Nathan's owned by the business.
I would sell the rights to myself.
What's the connection there, Vincent? I think I remember you saying you had one, but what's the connection? Yes, you could have it all. You could have domain if you wanted to.
Holy freaking cow.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, if you want to just do us a solid to go back to our earliest video where we talk about him before literally anybody knew who his name was. Please.
I honestly don't know why. I'm sorry, but I don't know why the domain boys are so high on him. Like he plays in a Navy offense where all of his production contextually came from the fact that they run this offense where blah 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 blah. Thanks, Corey. I had no idea he played at Navy. You're telling me Navy runs a very unique and weird offense? You mean like they have for the last, I don't know, 30, 40 years? Or maybe longer, 60 years?
Maybe 100.
Maybe 100? No way. Thanks for explaining that to me, Corey. Again, nobody thinks they're as smart. Nobody is as high on their own intelligence as Corey is.
He said, bet I got into VIP in Cleveland.
What's that mean? What's in Cleveland?
What's in Cleveland?
What are you talking about?
What are we?
Do it.
Do you actually know Heidenreich?
Yeah. Can you give us his phone number?
Does he want to be here for day 2?
I was going to say, we'll host his draft party.
Yeah, he can come over.
No, Heidenreich's going to be at the draft. Remember, he's going to be he's in Pittsburgh because he's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
which is the real reason why he's going.
For day 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Really day 2 for where he's going to go. He's going to go and people are going to be like, who's that? We'll be like, well, let me tell you.
Oh, the NFL draft when it's in Cleveland. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
Oh, sick.
Very cool. How'd you do that? Can you get us back? Can we be VIPs in the NFL draft? We would do that.
Yes.
We could live stream from there.
Yes.
I think it's the section where they pick fans that act crazy on camera for the first round. That'd be cool. I'd do it. Where's the draft at next year? 2027 is somewhere cool, right?
I do not recall. Matt said Colt's gonna get.
Oh, it's in DC on the National Mall. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
We could go to DC. I don't know. Next year might be a year we go back on the road. DC's not a bad flight from here. No connections. We could drive actually to DC. Somebody could drive the equipment.
Yeah, we could do that and just get a U-Haul.
Well, the problem is, like, I'm not doing it unless we find an Airbnb where they tell me, like, hey, I have gigabit internet.
Yeah.
I will not do it otherwise.
Yep.
What if we got Trump to come on the show? And we're like, who's your favorite prospect? Well, I think there's a lot of great prospects. I have too many to choose from. I don't know who the best is.
There's a lot of them.
I love it when he tries to talk about sports and he clearly has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he complains about the kickoff rule. That's literally like his default setting about like talking about the NFL. Oh my gosh, dude. All right, let's do a real life NFL mock draft. Nathan and I have actually never done one of these on the channel, but I think it's worth discussing because honestly, there's a lot going around about who teams are going to take for
Vincent
what
said, I'm
reason.
sorry, I'm Italian. I always know a guy.
It's
know a
true.
guy.
Italians do always know a guy.
Yeah.
I watch The Sopranos. Mostly says, are y'all doing blueprints on draft night? Probably not on draft night. No, we are doing some tonight, but draft night is going to be just for draft stream stuff. We'll do mock drafts.
Yeah,
on draft
if
nights.
you want to jump the line, man.
Yeah, you guys.
You're gonna get one tonight.
It's your last chance.
Last chance.
All right. Obviously next week we'll be live many a times. So
Yeah, we'll be
hit
live
it hard.
plenty.
Scott, you got it? Almost. Okay.
But
all right, let's do it.
yeah.
So you guys, again, feel free to give us suggestions on this, but Scott, you're going to kind of fill this out for us. Let's do this. So let's start with the 101, the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, go ahead and hit Mendoza there. This one's pretty much, we don't really have to talk about a lot here. Mendoza's locked in for the 101, it seems. Obviously, we don't think Ty Simpson's going to go there. I think this is where, and you guys can let us know in the comments, this is where the discussion starts. Do the Jets go Reese or do they go Bailey here?
Okay.
It's definitely, in my opinion, definitely one of these two guys.
I think it's one of these two guys for sure. We are not playing trade up and trade down, are we? Oh, there is a trade option.
So we could do it.
I don't think the Jets are going to trade down. I think it's between Reese
I think it's between
Bailey.
Reese and Bailey. So I'm going to check the odds as we go through these. Kill Potato Fist says Bailey, Reese. Bailey is the favorite right now. So this is what I'm going to check. I want to check the draft odds.
I think people are kind of overplaying the canceled meeting. The canceled meeting could be literally for any rational reason that isn't we hate you now, we're not going to meet with you. Like, I'm going to go with Bailey.
All right, let's go Bailey. I'm good. Bailey is technically the favorite, but it's very close. It's pretty much a pick 'em between those two.
Yeah,
so we'll go David Bailey at 2.
I do think the Cardinals will not be able to trade back.
Scott, try to keep as much of the board on as you can. So scroll up for me. Up so you can see the first 2 picks. Thank you. Yep.
I don't think the Cards are going to be able to trade back. I think they take Reese.
Yeah, I think it's Reese to the Cardinals here when it's all said and done. Don't you guys agree that if whoever doesn't go between Bailey and Reese is going to go at 3 here?
Yeah.
It says, click on Scout and you'll see who's favored. Oh, interesting. Where's Scout? Yeah, hit that.
Yeah, Brad, I'm not going to lie. I agree with you. I think Reese is the right pick for the Jets as well, but I don't think they do right picks.
Arvell Reese.
I would much rather take the Ohio State.
Very interesting. All right, let's take Arvell Reese here. Let's do Arvell Reese. Okay, so now this is where it gets interesting, and from a Dynasty fantasy football perspective, I don't think they go Styles. I think here it's between Love and Tate. I think they go offense.
I think it's
no
Love or
matter
Tate. Here's my thing. They have shown zero desire to want to get rid of or move on from Pollard or Spears this season. They've kind of stuck with them. Let's go receiver.
Wow. Okay. So then it's going to get dicey here. So we'll take Carnell Tate here for the Titans. They take Carnell Tate. They get their wide receiver 1 for Cam Ward. Fits well with Wando Robinson. This would obviously be ideal. Okay. So this is where it gets dicey. And I'm going to go ahead and put a poll out here. Do do the Giants trade back or do they pick Love here? Because
or,
honestly,
or do they go Downs or Bane?
I think if Love makes it here, Alex is convinced they're taking him. So I think it's Love or trade back. Does somebody trade up? But they probably, in this hypothetical scenario, they're not going to let Washington.
I was going to say they won't trade with Washington.
Love. They would take Love here. So, this is very realistic. The Titans are pretty much what I'm gathering. The only hope that Love doesn't go to the Giants is the Titans.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm literally
or the Commanders trading with the Cardinals. Or the Commanders trading up with the Cardinals.
This is so much copium right now. We're like trying to predict this so that when it happens, we can look really good for predicting it. And if it doesn't happen, then we're thrilled.
Which is interesting because then you get to the Browns here. The Browns are clearly in need of a wide receiver. However,
I think the wide receiver to Cleveland
they
is
could take Malgoa here.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the wide receiver to Cleveland is overplayed right now. They have so many. They have so many questions. Obviously, at quarterback, they have no long-term option there. It's going to do absolutely nothing to get them a star wide receiver who's going to have no help. I think they go O-line as well. I think they take Francis.
Yeah, I think we'll say offensive line here. I think that's pretty realistic. They really do need it. I'm just trying to think where else they could go. So some people are saying Fano, Mauigoa, Fano, Mauigoa. Let me look at the odds for 6 real quick. 6, the favorite it's Tate and then Styles and then Fano and then Mauigoa.
What are the
Fano technically is, so scroll down for me, Scott. Go back to the Browns.
Honestly, Mauigoa to the Giants is not unrealistic.
It's not. They have not been talking about taking OT. Okay, so Fano.
Well, they haven't been talking.
Let's switch this to Fano. Fano. Everybody's saying Fano.
They haven't been talking about OT because they haven't been. They've only had 1 pick, and now they have 2. They have 2 top 10 picks now. Like, it kind of changes their whole outlook. You know, if the Giants want to go offense, they can easily go offense at
Change
10.
this to Spencer Fano, Scott. The Browns pick. Yep, there you go. People are saying Fano is, and he actually has higher odds to go than Mauigoa, so we'll go there. Okay, so the Commanders, do they take a wide receiver here is the thing, because now you've got Tyson
do they have
on
any
the
other
board.
picks here, or do you think this is the year to go wide receiver? They're not going to be in a position to get a wide receiver.
No, I think they probably do take. Styles would be a good pick here, though. Styles is a pretty good pick, but I think it's probably Styles or Tyson here. Delane is on the odds as well. Let's. I lied, Scott. Open it up so we can see the options here. So scroll down for us. There we go. Because they do need corner. I think they'd be stupid to take corner here though with Styles on the board.
I think Tyson actually fits with Terry really well.
Tyson does fit here.
Terry is. They really could just move Terry to the outside.
Oddshot says they're going Styles. I have a hard time seeing them skip on Styles if he makes it here. To be honest with you. Is my problem. I think they want wide receiver, but I also think that they would just take Styles.
I think this is the issue that everybody's seeing. There's just such a big tier. Nobody wants to move up.
Tate is the heavy favorite to go 7th overall right now. However, Styles is the highest guy left on the board by a decent margin. So, Brad says Styles if he gets to 7.
Well, what about a line? Daniels was dying.
They could technically go O-line again. Styles has much higher odds than any. I'm going to say Styles. My gut says if Styles makes it here, they take him. I'm feeling pretty decent about that because, again, I think that's just like could be one of the best players in the draft. Like, he makes it to 7, you have to take him. Okay, so Saints need wide receiver, cornerback, edge, and defensive line here. Their odds, Tyson and Tate are the 2 top guys at 8. I think I would probably slot Tyson in here to New Orleans at 8. This is my first one where I don't think they would feel inclined to. They could look. Ruben Bain's not a bad pick for them.
I would go Bain for them.
But I
also think receiver is overplayed for New Orleans.
Tyson has double the odds to go there than Bain does, though. Is the thing. Like, so somebody knows something about. So what are we thinking? Are we going Bain or Tyson? I'll do a poll since we are split. New Orleans pick. This is at 108. Bain or Tyson. We'll let you guys decide here. I personally think that wide receivers in play for this team Ruben Bain would be probably my higher rated prospect here. I like Ruben Bain more than the average person, but we'll let the chat decide here. So go ahead and vote in the poll I just dropped. They're taking Bain. It's me. They're drafting me. It's not the same Bain though.
Nice.
Try to get a version with the Giants trading up to 6 next. Board gets very interesting if they take Downs and Love. Yeah, it does. You're right because it shifts everything down one. It's 60-40, 60-30 Bain right now. So go ahead and put Ruben Bain in there. I like Ruben Bain a lot, so I'm not upset about that.
This is a dream scenario for KC. They get really their choice of a receiver.
I don't know if they would take Tyson though.
You think they go Lemon?
I don't know. They could also technically take Downs.
Downs is a great pick for them as well.
Because they need some help.
I think Downs
they
is
could
very,
take Delane or Downs, and they'd be good picks.
Downs is very realistic for them.
Delane is the top guy here because they let all their corners left.
I think they would go Downs before they went to Lane.
Downs is the favorite at 10.
Let's go Downs.
Who's at
the Giants? If they go Love, they're going to go defense probably.
So then they would
10.
probably go Delane.
Yep.
Right now the odds are Delane at 9.
Actually, if
Downs at 10, which I think that's how it would go.
If Maui makes it to the Giants at 10, they would take him. Their offensive line is cheeks. Dart was running for his life.
Lemon to replace Rice. See, I don't think they're thinking that far ahead yet. Mansour, Maui, Goa. As a diehard Chiefs fan, if Bain is gone, they're going to go Tyson. They're going Tyson. All right, let's do it just for fun. I can see that happening.
Tyson?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I think
as long as we take a receiver or Downs, I
think Downs goes here. Or what do you think, Alex? Do you think they'd go Maui?
I don't know, man. I think they would go Maui Goa if their offensive line is they do need bad.
I feel like they need guards, but okay, Giants take Maui Goa. So you think they'd pass on Downs after all this? All right. I think this is the most likely scenario where you have McCoy, who there's been medicals on McCoy recently. McCoy,
really?
Delane and Downs all fall. I think the secondary guys are most likely to fall, and I think the wide receivers and edge rushers are going to get pushed up here. Okay, so let's take Maui Go here. Continue without signing in. Underdog, quit trying to sell us stuff.
Yeah, shut up, Underdog.
You should be giving us money. Delane.
Yeah.
And Downs falls a little bit here.
Yeah. Dallas would go Downs.
Just 12.
Yeah.
It's Bain, Delane, Thieneman. Thieneman is pretty high here. They could go there, but they would take Downs before they.
We also know that literally every single year there's somebody that reaches like no other on some player. Usually a couple times in the first. I would not put it. If Downs falls to Dallas, Jerry Jones is going to lose his mind.
I agree. I think they take Downs here. So in this hypothetical. All right. So then the Rams.
This one is,
I think it's Lemon.
I think if Lemon makes it to him, I think they got to take him. We're going to go Lemon here. This is too much of a perfect fit for Puka and the succession plan for Adams, who isn't going to last long there. He's only going to be there for one more year.
Yeah. Okay, so Lemon does go to the Rams. I think they would take him there. Okay, so now we're talking again. I think McCoy's not a bad pick for them. However, I'm not sure with McCoy's recent news how high he'll go. We'll see. So might need second knee surgery is what is coming out. So
interesting.
He's still, let me see. This is what, 14? Sadiq is in play here, evidently. McCoy's up there. Fano's off the board.
Cooper technically is in play. Cooper's in play at this point. I would go offensive line for them.
Go. I don't even know how to say his name. The Penn State.
Do you want to go?
Penn State guard.
I would go Penn State guard.
Ione. Yep, I don't know if that's how you say it. Okay, Bucks. They obviously.
Okay, so Tampa's interesting. This is.
Oh, they could go Mesidor.
This is where I think Mesidor starts coming into play.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right around here. So I'm right in lockstep with you.
Let's go Mesidor. I think Mesidor. Let's go Mesidor. I like Mesidor, by the way.
He's like a ready to go. He's an older prospect. He's going to be 25, and for a team like Tampa, who has really a wide open division, they really just need a guy who's going to make a big difference at a position of need. And if they get Mesidor and he hits and he does really well, it's going to be immediate, and they're going to be the favorite to win the division. So
okay, Nate.
Our pick.
This one's going to get interesting because they could take.
I think
we let McCoy fall.
Count on the Jets to make a terrible move here.
Omar Cooper Jr. is the favorite for this pick. McCoy is
I
second
know
right
he's
now
a
still.
favorite.
Sadiq is third. Thieneman is fourth. So we're right in the right spot.
Do you think
here.
we go Keldrick Falk? They literally traded away their entire defense.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No, I think they would go.
Should we count on the Jets being stupid?
Maybe we should.
And go a position of not need / please don't build around a wide
Maybe we should
receiver.
just prepare for the worst and go Cooper.
We've already coped with Love. Let's do something else on this one.
Okay, well, if they're not going Cooper there, then I don't know. This one's tough. What do you guys think?
I say Falk or McCoy.
I think
of all the teams that would be okay with a medical, it would be the Jets because they know they're going to suck for ages. So they would be patient with that.
I was just going to let McCoy fall a little bit here, but you're probably right. He's still the second. He's still tied for first in odds to go this pick. Let's go McCoy.
Yeah.
McCoy could fall more than this, but for the sake of this mock draft,
Hello, Detroit.
He fell enough.
Detroit needs offensive line. I think
Proctor?
this is automatic. I think they go Proctor or they go Freeling.
I think they go Proctor here. I'm going to say Proctor.
All right.
So they take Proctor. That's an auto pick for them. The Vikings, you could go Thieneman here.
You could go Thieneman or you could go Sadiq.
He's the favorite. I'm gonna go. Let's go Dylan.
Let's go Thieneman because they just lost Harrison Smith.
And then Carolina, you could go Freeling here pretty easily, but you could go Omar Cooper Jr. or Sadiq. Sadiq's been mocked here a ton.
They've gone weapon the last 3 years, 2 or 3 years, 2 years. Technically weapon with Brooks the year before in the second round, which was a heavy investment.
People are saying it would be Freeling for Detroit.
You think?
That was 17, right?
Yeah.
Proctor has higher odds than Freeling right now, but we can switch it. It doesn't matter. They can take one of them.
I don't mind either one.
All right, switch Detroit to Freeling. What the people say, sure.
Yeah. Let's go Proctor to Carolina. What do you think? Do you think they go weapon again, or do you think they
19.
go trenches?
Where did they go the first time? Oh, you mean second year in a row?
I'm saying they've gone weapon 2 years in a row.
So the top guys there are Sadiq, Thieneman, Concepcion, McCoy, Proctor.
Like Carolina going wide receiver 3 years in a row would be crazy.
Let's go Proctor.
Let's
Go. Let's
Proctor.
say the Panthers are smart and they go Proctor here and they protect Bryce a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Dallas.
Falk. I think Falk will be my pick here. I think they go edge here
Yep.
because we didn't have them taking edge earlier. Steelers. I think one of Concepcion or Cooper goes here.
Do you think they go weapon as well?
Maybe they could go. They could go Lamu. They could go offensive line. That would be a Mike McCarthy pick for sure.
I think Lamu would make sense.
All right, go Lamu.
I mean, it depends on how much McCarthy wants speed. Because right now he really just has, long speed and DK with possession and Pittman, and then like nobody else.
So this is what, 22? This is Chargers. Chargers, Woods, McDonald, Mesidor, Falk. Woods is obviously there. Mesidor's gone. Falk's gone. Is McDonald gone too?
Scroll down.
Maybe he's not even up here.
Cade McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little early.
They basically have them almost certainly going defense here, which I think is probably accurate.
Hang on a second. Who's after the Chargers?
Alex says the Chargers would trade back if this happened.
That's what I'm thinking. I think they're going to trade back because if Simpson's available at Cleveland at 24.
So maybe we have Cleveland trade up for Simpson?
No, I think Arizona would trade up from the early second. I think this is where they would trade up.
I don't know if we can do that on this one. Scroll down.
There's a trade button.
I know, but okay, yeah. Scott, go up and hit trade on that pick. There you go.
Pick Arizona down there at number 34.
No, this is you give. Pick you. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right. Arizona 34. And then add 234 on the bottom side, 234, and then add 3 and 4. Nope, on the bottom. Those 3, yep.
The Chargers would probably have to give 255 back.
That's
or
fine.
not 255.
I'm not really
they probably
worried
have to
about
give
being
386
accurate,
back.
so. Yeah, sure. Send it. It doesn't matter. We just will predict
I think they
here.
go Simpson here.
Yeah, Yeah, and I think they take Tyson.
Yeah, no, the Chargers aren't taking Sadiq. Agreed.
I agree with that. The Chargers. I don't think there's a chance they take Sadiq here. They're going defense.
I think this is when Sadiq is like legit.
Okay.
Goddard's on a 1-year rental deal, and he's perfect for how Philly likes to operate their offense.
This is what 23 now. This is the Eagles.
Yeah.
I think. Or Thieneman already gone. Already went, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you agree with Sadiq here?
Sadiq's pretty low in the odds, but you did just see the one mock. I don't know. They've got them going defense, edge rusher, or secondary. Problem is, I don't think Woods is high on here. I don't think that McNeil Warren is high on here, but they're higher than Blake Miller. Blake Miller, honestly, they could go offensive line here. That would probably be that would be the Howie pick in my opinion, was offensive line. So I say Blake Miller.
If he's planning on moving AJ Brown.
I think they could take
and moving on from Goddard.
I wouldn't take Concepcion or Cooper to go with Smitty. So it'd be Boston.
I think Cleveland would take a receiver at this point.
Cleveland would take a receiver.
They would go.
Let's give Cleveland Casey. Let's go Casey.
I think Cooper or Casey.
I think it's one of those two regardless. So
Yeah.
finally got a dynasty relevant guy back in here. And then the Bears, edge, defensive line. They could go Peter Woods here. This is what, 25? McNeil Warren is the favorite for this pick right now because they do need safety.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Let's go McNeil Warren.
Go McNeil Warren. Okay.
Buffalo's so happy about this, and this will happen. They'll get whatever choice of receiver they want to take here. If they want to, like, if Cooper goes here, if Cooper falls here, they're taking Cooper.
Falk's gone. He's the favorite. Caden McDonald is gone. No, McDonald is down there, isn't he?
Actually, do you think they'd be more likely to go Cooper or Boston?
Who?
Buffalo, if they took a receiver.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to is the thing. So there's not even a receiver on this list. So it's all defense. Oh, no. Boston is on here. Boston,
I think
they'd be more.
Cooper's,
I think from a fit
Cooper's
standpoint,
probably not on there because the odds for Cooper to go higher are so much higher. If he fell here, they would take Cooper.
Probably true. All right, what are we thinking here, chat? For Buffalo, Cooper. The options are probably Cooper. Did Caden McDonald already go? I can't remember.
No, he's still down there.
Caden McDonald's down there. Caden McDonald is a very heavy favorite to go here. Boston could potentially jump Cooper and go here. Yeah, who do we think here? Who do you think the Bills would go here? Do they take wide receiver that falls? I think seeing Sadiq slide into the late first like this is very possible too. Just with the...
Yep.
People are saying Cooper. Let's say Cooper for the fun of it. Let's go Cooper to the Bills. That would be
never
sexy.
see Cooper to Buffalo.
No, but I think it's possible.
And
Okay,
this makes San Fran's situation a lot uglier. I have seen Sadiq to San Fran,
I don't think so.
which I don't think is going to happen.
I think it would be TJ Parker. Lamu's gone.
Everybody wants to see a receiver go to San Fran, and I don't think it's a guarantee that they go receiver this year. So
I think they'd go. I think TJ Parker would be
I'm fine with
my
that.
pick here for San Fran. Okay, then the Texans, they could go pretty much anywhere here. I don't think they're going to running back. We'll rule that out. They could go offensive line. Favorite right now is Blake Miller, who is gone. Ian Achor. I don't know.
Stroud
They could go offensive line.
Stroud does love his tight ends.
Take Max Ihianacho, the best OT on the board. Third down on the right side. Huh?
It's frozen. What do you mean? Oh. Ruh-roh. This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Okay.
KC again.
So they took Tyson the first time. I don't think there's any chance they'd go Sadiq here. They probably take Colton Hood, right? They take Colton Hood.
Yeah.
They took Tyson first. They're taking corner here.
They take
Colton Hood for sure.
Do they need slot corner more than...
They need both, I think.
They could take Terrell or Terrell. It's got to be Terrell.
And then Dolphins, they went corner at 11. So do we go...
I think this might be where they take a receiver shot.
They might go Boston here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Terrell is the favorite at this pick. So they could go corner. They need corner pretty bad. We had them go corner first. So then they would go.
They do have a defensive head coach, so he's probably going to lobby.
Boston.
He's probably going to lobby for defense.
Dang, we have not found a good landing spot for Sadiq yet. Let's just go Sadiq to the Patriots here.
That would be sick.
Let's go Sadiq to the Patriots. I don't think he makes it there. And then it's just a matter of what does Seattle do at 32.
I don't think Seattle's taking a running back here. I don't think they're taking Price. Price goes in the second round. Ooh, you want to go Caleb Banks? Go traits?
You could go Caleb Banks, sure. Yeah, the top guy here is Terrell, and then it's Price, Colton Hood, Ty Simpson, Peter Woods, Zion Young, and then Malachi Lawrence. So, but sure. Okay.
Caleb Banks is your upside pick.
Yeah. All right, that was fun. That was a good one. So Sadiq would definitely be a good Stargate replacement. Who's Stargate? Seattle will go defensive line. Yeah, we agree. Seattle will go defensive line there, I think, no matter what. So Dolphins get gifted Sadiq in this scenario. There's also that. They could take Sadiq because he's essentially a wide receiver. So.
Yeah, they could.
All right. Cool.
How many offensive guys did we end up taking there?
Yeah, so let's count. Scott, go back to the top.
Relevant fantasy guys.
So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice.
So who got left out here?
Price.
Price got left out. Yep. I feel like there's a 12th that didn't get in here, but all the wide receivers did, right? Yeah. For the most part. So okay.
We could have let Boston fall.
Yeah, we could have.
We didn't. So.
All right. Well, we'll see how it actually goes, but at least we gave it a shot.
This is what the NFL should do.
Yes. That's what should happen, according to us. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump over. Mostly says my annual Motherflocker membership renews tomorrow. Nice. Anyway, I can renew it early to get a blueprint tonight. Go to site issues on the Discord and tag Joe and ask him if he can do it for you. He's done that before for some people. So if you can get it done, yeah, we'd be happy to. All right. That was fun. Very interesting that Sadiq fell in that scenario. I think that's a pretty plausible scenario that he falls. Because there's just such a need for secondary and offensive line when you get into the mid-late portion of the first round this year. I don't know if anybody would be willing to take a luxury shot on getting Sadiq, even though he obviously is one of the better picks there. So that's the interesting part about that. We will see. But yeah. Very cool. That was fun. All right, so let's jump in and let's move over and let's start looking at some stuffs here. So real quick, this is our last stream before draft night. Draft night, we are going to be doing a live breakdown analysis show, not a normal stream, so we will not be doing questions or blueprints on that night. So again, 7:30 on Thursday, make sure you are here. It will be a blast. Real-time reactions from Nathan and I to all the picks, landing spots, draft capital, and then you get to see it in real time. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you tuned in. This is your last chance, though, if you would like to get your team reviewed until we get pretty busy here. So do keep in mind, if you're not a member, you can get a team blueprint. We'll give you your production and value share analysis, your grades across the board, your roster and value archetype. We'll give you moves specific to your team and league settings. Then we're going to give you, again, with a membership, you get infinite blueprint, get updates on that, the trade calculator, the bakery, the portfolio tool, the special surprise that's coming out that I can't say, a rookie draft blueprint, domain leagues, the true ranks, everything that we have created with our brains and all of our process and everything, you get it all included. It is the best time of the year to get a plan for your Dynasty team because all of your league mates are going to be active in approximately 5 days. And so going into a period where you are trading a lot and your whole league actually is online and knowing what the frick you want to do with your team to make it better for this year is huge. So again, if you're not a member, you get a free blueprint. Of course, we'll take a la carte blueprints as well tonight, but this is our final countdown to the draft. So we're wearing tuxedos on draft night. No tuxedos. We're wearing quarter zips.
Yeah, we're going to look nice, but not like overkill.
Yeah. Okay, May, I'll let you answer a couple of these trade questions here real quick.
Don't have any 27 first and not a ton of depth. I think it's close to fair, but still feels off. This is from Sean. This is Lab McConkey, George Kittle on the 101 for ETN, Harvey London, and a 27 first. Oh, boy. This is going to come down to where we think that 27 first is going to be. That team in a 1 QB12 team start 8 has Purdy, Gibbs, Chase Brown, Saquon, JSN, Pickens, and McBride. That's going to be a very late first. London and the 101 are close. I'd give the edge to the 101. And then Lad in that late first, or ETN in that late first versus Lad. And then Harvey versus... Yeah, I don't think we're getting quite enough here. I would hold the 101 and the Lad side. If you were actually able to make this work, ETN would have to be Chase Brown, I think. And honestly... Yeah, I don't feel great about this move. I would hold Lad in the 101. At this point, when we get this close to the NFL draft, I find very little incentive unless it's an absolutely convincing move to move off of any of your early firsts, especially the 101. Like, if somebody wants a 101 now, 3 days before the draft,
They're going to want it.
They're going to want it even more right after the draft.
I agree.
So most of these, just get ready for it. Most of these types of trades, if they're going to be even, we're going to err on the side of holding the pick.
Yeah.
This is Neighbors for Olave and a 27 first. Again, this is one that's going to be totally dependent on where that first is expected to be. The first belongs to Dart Smokers. Don't expect his team to change much. Probably a 103 to 106 pick. In my eyes, that's not enough. I would hold Neighbors here. In a 10x8, you got to hold Neighbors. Trade Addict, appreciate you, man. He said the other offer was Drake, Tet, Judkins, and Tut. King Tut for Rome, JMO, Jaden Higgins in the 101.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. That's more rational than King Tut.
King Tut.
Giving up another, but I want
He's
the 101. So Judkins, Tootin, and Tet for Higgins in the 101. No. The other one was Drake. No, I'm holding here.
Yeah, I would hold as well.
Yep.
You give him a free trade question.
I'll do it.
Yeah, give him. Yeah, there you go.
Unless, oh, you got it. Sweet. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah, there's another one for you. Trade Addict. We appreciate it.
Yeah, that's just a bit of an overpay, in my opinion.
Not Luck, just Bucky. H.N. and Judkins or Puka Nakua. This is pretty fair. It's a 12 team. It is a start 9, so the format leans Puka Nakua. Let's look at the team here real quick. Okay. Really? Go back up. I don't remember which one it is. We gotta find the team.
He said, I just got CMC and I have Henry on the way pending approval.
Oh, nice. Dang, you're making some. Okay, there we go.
H.N. and Judkins for Puka and a 12x9. His team is Allen and Hurts.
I mean,
and Amon Ra,
I don't mind
and Wilson,
this, but
and Smith
like,
and AJ Brown.
He doesn't need to.
And Bowers and CMC.
Because he's basically going from flexing H-handed Judkins to flexing.
He'd be flexing Henry.
Well, no, he'd be starting Henry.
Right. He'd be flexing Henry. Right.
No, he would be his second running back spot.
Oh, you're right. He'd be flexing a receiver instead. He'd be flexing Smith. Smith would be his last flex.
Which isn't bad, but
no, it's not.
Is it worth going from those guys to Puka when you could just flex both of them?
I'd call it fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I'm not quite sure. I prefer to.
I mean, you are massively harming your running back room. You're going from a lot of insulation to purely upside and massive volatility. You have CMC and Henry only if you make this deal. So if you make this deal, you're going to have to take one of those receivers and flip him for a running back. You're going to have to flip Wilson for James Cook.
Yeah, you will.
So, yeah.
All right.
I don't think it's an unfair deal. That's the price you have to pay for Puka.
No, it's pretty fair. All right, Lucky Shine. Malik Willis, Judkins, Coker, and a 27 first for Ashton Genty. Take Genty here. Yeah, this is a runaway. You would take Genty and run.
This is Judkins and
nothing.
The first and crap for Genty.
Bowers for Romo Dunze and the 107 and
no. In a 10 team, no way. Holding Bowers.
And a tight end premium.
Yeah.
Contingent. No. You're basically you're saying Sadiq and Rome. I would hold Bowers here in a tight end premium like this. So.
You said contingent on Kenyon Sadiq being at the 107.
Yeah. Nope, I'd hold Tyler. Tyler doesn't sell Tyler. Tyler holds. Michael Mayer. So nothing for Hunter and Jacobs. Yeah, Hunter and Jacobs for nothing. That's great.
That's literally
free. You got him for free.
Yep.
Congrats on that.
Enjoy.
Man, what a trade. Dan, what's up, man? Rebuilding team. Do I move off of Marv and Kyle Monungai? If not this deal, which one should I make instead?
I lean Marv here.
I lean Marv. I don't think. Somebody was asking me about like Marv and the 111 for like the 103 today, and I was like, no. Like, I don't think you're talking about one of Tyson, Tate, or Lemon or Marv. Like, they're pretty much all the same. Like,
yeah, the guy at the 103 will go probably a round and a half higher than Marv, but it's not like they're all going to be as questionable as the other.
Yeah.
So
Yes. So I would probably just hold here, to be honest with you, Dan. Give him another free trade question. Obviously, you mentioned he's rebuilding, but again, I think Marv is as good. I like moving off of Manungai. Try to just move Manungai for Hunter, or Manungai plus a tiny bit for Hunter. I don't know.
Really, you should be getting Hunter plus a tiny bit.
Yeah, you really actually should be getting more than that, actually. I misspoke. You should be getting more than that. Well, appreciate you, Dan.
Jay Renteria.
All right. And then should I trade the 103 or use it? It's going to depend on your team.
Yeah, I kind of said this earlier, though. Like right now, this close to the draft, we're just erring on the side of holding the pick at this point. Holding it, and you can feel free to shop it after the draft or after the first round because you'll know who's going to be going there at the 103 after the first round. And someone's going to get really, really hyped and really, really excited for whoever ends up being available there, and they'll pay more than what you'll get probably now at this point. So,
okay, good deal. And we're in a team review, so let's freaking do this. Looks like Josh is going to be up first. Top Shamrock, Dynamungo, Spads, C-Dub, and Adam. We've got all of you guys in the queue. And again, new members get a free live blueprint on tonight's stream. If you're an existing member and you want to jump in before the draft rush, last chance. Here's the direct link to submit your team. And again, if you're not a member, you get a free month of membership and it's cheaper. So Josh is back. Are we doing blueprints? That's perfect timing, isn't it? How perfect can it be, Josh? Let's do your team here, man.
Let's go.
All right, so he says, I took over this team in midseason last year. There's a 3/4 point reception bonus for tight end, and it's to start 2 tight ends, so very tight end heavy league here. Yeah, they're high value. Assuming tight ends get pushed up, Ricky off board, so Bowers 102 and Trey 109 in the startup. Picks go off, points for not record for playoff teams. That's good. For non-playoff teams, think the 27-101 is obtainable. We'll see. Let's look at your team here. Team name is Josh F. Adams here. And we're going to have to
wait 3 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You're good. All right, cool. Yeah, we got to wait for just a second. Our calculator is, our value share and production shares calculator is down at the moment, so we need to wait for that to come back up. So we just updated it. Okay, so we'll wait on that. But any other context for us, Josh, while we're waiting? General chat, any questions for us? We can take questions for a minute. Sean says, I use my voucher to submit my team. Anything I need to do, send on top to go do live. Yeah, you just need to select the live team blueprint, Sean. So just there's a drop down, select the drop down, do live team blueprint. Make sure it says live team blueprint when you send it in, and send it our way. Okay. Imagine telling FSC a year ago that you could trade Manungai for Hunter. Yeah, well, I mean, I would listen to them. They know more than everybody, including us. So we're stupid compared to them. Isn't Higgins and Pittman in that grouping too? Which grouping? You got to be watching on a delay, probably, Ryan, if I had to guess. How do we send in sports cards to fill the case? Good question. That's a good. We haven't had anybody send one yet. Josh has not much context to give. Very actively, everyone trades. Okay, so to send us a sport, DM me on Discord, 214 Weedham Boys. DM me on Discord. I'll give you the address. You can send it here. Again, we're gonna have the card display case. We've got roughly 40 cards in there. And if you send us a card, we're going to have a plaque next to it, and your name's going to go on the plaque in the studio. So,
okay, let's do regulators right now.
Okay. D. Burr saying, just how does the unlimited blueprint work if you submit a review for multiple teams? So it works like this. The infinite blueprint is, so you say unlimited blueprints, but it's actually called infinite blueprint. It is different. It's not, hey, submit as many teams as you want for full team reviews. What it is it's a subscription. So you submit your original team review. We do a full in-depth breakdown of your team. And then every month you get updates on the team that we reviewed. So you can buy more blueprints with Infinite Blueprint. If you get multiple teams reviewed, it depends on what you buy. If you buy a regular team blueprint, it's not automatically an infinite blueprint like it is with your membership free one. But you can purchase a la carte infinite blueprints where you get the blueprint premium and you get infinite for a year with it as well. So hopefully that makes sense. Happy to help you out if you need to. So,
hey, regulators / Zalbers05 on YouTube. Can you send us a screenshot of your blueprint, please?
Cards on draft night with Paul. Probably not. I'm kind of mad. We kind of got hosed with the cards we opened down the online live stream. So I kind of don't want to buy any more right now.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about plenty too on draft night. So we're not going to have time to be
What kind of cards can I send my junk wax? No. Like, like a card that would be better than any of the ones we have in the display case, which is a lower bar, but it's not like we're going to put any card in there.
It's not the worst bar.
So no, we have plenty of like average cards. So.
All right, Scott.
Zelber says he sent it.
Yep.
That's regulators.
Scott, I'm dropping this in the production chat. And 3, 2, 1 now.
Okay. This is the one that this is regulators who we already done his, right? And Gotcha. Regulators, what's up, dude? Let's take a look here real quick. So yours is already completed. We're going to put up on the screen here. So we did already do this, but we can go ahead and talk about it like we would talk about a normal team review. So here's what we got to with your team. We looked at your value share here. You were last in value share. You had a 5.7% value share here, but your production share was 8.7%. However, when you're 12th in value share, you pretty much are forced to rebuild or reload. And so we went ahead and gave you a 1-year reload, well-rounded team. This makes up about 19.6% of the teams that we review. You were in about the 3rd percentile blueprints so you have to reload there. You're lucky you're not a rebuild. However, looking at your roster here, you've got Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray, which we gave a 5. You got very little running back, but Olave, Marv, AJ Brown's a 6 at wide receiver, and Gadsden and likely is a 7 at tight end. No double-digit value shares, though. Hovering around 5% around quarterback and wide receiver and tight end here. Your overall grade was a 5, so again, it could be worse. As you can see by your 3 factors there, not the most insulated team, which kind of makes sense. Production was okay, but a production score of 6.5 for your 3 factors, like that's nothing that's like, oh, we have to go contend this year. But it's well worth just reloading here. Look at your ages, 28, 25, 26, and 25. Situational was also low. We had you at 10th in our power rankings. The fact of the matter is also, you don't have a cornerstone on this team. So we're probably not going to ever recommend somebody without any cornerstones go try to contend. Not to mention you only have 2 foundationals. You do have two upside premier technically. Harvey probably needs taken out of the upside premier.
Harvey is a upside shot.
Wow. Oh, okay, interesting. We must have changed it after this. So, okay. So, again, makes a lot of sense to reload here. We gave you the 1-year reload. We did say well-rounded. Again, you're not rebuilding. It's not a hard rebuild. But we did go ahead, and I'll let Nathan talk about some of the trades we gave you here. We did go ahead and give you some moves to try to reload and speed this up so we can gain some value and try to contend again next year.
Yeah, I think really the ones that stand out to me the most are obviously as a reload, the first thing you want to do is kind of fade the quarterback and tight end position and really build up the skill positions and the value upside there. Jalen Hurts is really the number one thing that I would look at doing first. And you can down tier pretty far there. If you want to down tier as far as Sam Darnold and get a pretty early pick on top, I'd be totally cool with that. Brock Purdy would be a smaller down tier. You get a smaller piece plus like Michael Wilson, Jordan Love, right? More of that middle range. That team has Chase Brown. You might be able to you might have to throw something back there, but that's something I would look into. The one thing that stood out to me here on this team is this is a 1-point tight end premium. It's a half PPR and then an additional point for every tight end reception. And that's where I think guys in your league are going to overvalue Isaiah Likely specifically. If I were you, I would try to sell the living crap out of Isaiah Likely and try to get a massive overpay because of that 1-point tight end premium.
Yep.
So again, I still think I was pretty conservative with the return that you can probably get with league settings like this for the tight ends. But I wanted to stay again as realistic as I could. I would aim high. And see what you can get.
And he
there.
said sending Olave and Brown are the best sends. We actually didn't give you AJ Brown as a trade away guy because AJ Brown's going to go up in value when he's traded to the Patriots.
Yeah, I wouldn't be moving AJ.
Don't move AJ Brown right now. Hold him.
Yeah, as a reload, you can explore some small Olave down tiers to some other like upside premier or foundational guys like Ladd and Rome. You can get some pluses there. See if you can play the market on Scattaboo. I don't really think you have much to lose there because Scattaboo is getting to a pretty cheap point, and he'll obviously be cheaper if he's replaced. But I think the reward outweighs the risk there, where if it doesn't work out, you're not totally dead in the water when it comes to when you're looking at the value there overall. It's a pretty low value investment. T. Higgins plus a piece. Really some of these Jag guys, Woody Marks plus Ramondre, if you can just package those Jag guys and get some relevant productive vets that you can sell high in August, that would be ideal. Same thing's going to apply to like Dobbins, your 206. Really only want to sell the 104 if you're going to get guys that are valued higher than the 104. Otherwise, I would hold.
He asked if he should try to get the 27-101 by shorting a position. Look, if you can trade any of your guys for this 27-101, I would highly recommend doing it. It's just a matter of how confident are you that that's going to be the 101, and who do you have to give up to do it. So try it.
Saying, should I tank for the 101? Is that what he's asking?
Maybe you're asking if you should throw away all your production and tank. No, it's a reload. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna. Again, like the only way you'd be able to do that is if you can do that and take value wins and keep your value share at 5.7 or higher, then by all means you feel free to do that. But don't blow up your team or take value losses to go get the 101. Because by the time if you lose value trying to get the 101, the value you gain from getting it will just offset all the losses that you took trying to get there. So yeah, and the running backs week, it's going to be a pretty high pick regardless, but that's something you can do in season. You can start maybe trying to buy low on injured cornerstones. For example, like a Malik Neighbors this last season, and he doesn't score you any points, gets you closer to the 101. Brock Bowers had a rougher year last year. If you were a rebuild, reload, those were the type of teams that were trading for Brock Bowers from contending teams. We were recommending contending teams trade for Bowers. So Jefferson had a down year. Wasn't scoring a lot of points. Good buy low. But hopefully that makes sense, Selbers. Again, we're just gonna try to stack value for a year. We'll go to contend next year. So appreciate you, man. If you need anything, let us know. Obviously, you have our Discord. So,
all right, Josh Adams is up next.
All right, Josh, we got you now. We appreciate you, man. We read your stuff here. Tight end heavy league, tight end premium, obviously. 4.8% production shares 12th in this league. I think he was asking if he thinks he can get the 27-101 here, and we're gonna find out. Value share 7%, which is 10th in this league. Not terrible value share, but not a productive team at all, which is fine. Knicks and Darnold's a 7. Running back's a 1. Tight end is a 1 as well. Woof. In a tight end heavy league, that's really, really unfortunate. T-Mac and then Pickens are your two guys there. He gives you a 5 at wide receiver. You got Jaden Higgins and Travis Hunter down there, but they're not going to help you a ton. Your picks are the 102, 104, and then you have 2 firsts next year. Draft capital is a 7. Bench is a 0. This is... I'm going to... What do you think?
I think we're probably...
I think if you make enough moves, you're out of this in a year. But like, I think if you're being conservative,
hard rebuild.
You say hard rebuild, fair. Yeah, because it's 7% value share. So really, you can get this done in a year.
Yeah, you could. We're just like, we have nothing at running back, and then obviously
it doesn't necessarily change things. Let's just go hard rebuild, player deficient, rebuild.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't change the moves we make.
4.2 overall, by the way. So it's not really going to change our moves here for you, Josh.
You're right on the edge here. You could make this a 1 year type thing.
So you have 2 picks in that 102, 104.
Honestly, it could be a future value player deficient if you wanted it to be, because you got 4 firsts over the next 2 years. But again, it's like...
Do we just want to take 2 wide receivers at 102, 104? Let's try to down tier from the 102. See if we can't get the 103 guy to move up. Just a short little thought there. That's what I would be doing. In terms of your main moves here, down tier from Pickens?
Yeah. Yep.
So if you're down tiering from Pickens, go to Ladd, Garrett Wilson, or
Rome
Odunze.
Rice is another guy to look at, honestly.
So looking at those teams, who are some pluses we can get on top of those?
The Ladd team has the 108. He's got Baker. The
Ladd in the 108 is beautiful. I would do that.
Yeah.
Let's give him Ladd in the 108. I think that's fair too.
The Rome team has some late picks as well. I think that's worth looking into. The Rice team has Jacobs. That'd be a nice plus.
Do we want to buy Rice on a hard rebuild? What about Rome?
I have Rome on there.
So you have Ladd, Rome, Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Do Wilson instead of Rice. I don't like Rice for rebuilds right now. I don't like Rice for contending teams. Not a fan. So who's Wilson? Who's the Wilson?
Wilson, you're not going to get a huge plus. They're pretty close.
I mean, interestingly enough, I've seen Wilson go behind Ladd recently.
In domain leagues, yes.
Yeah. Yes, in domain leagues. Shout out to everybody who thinks domain leagues are fake.
Yeah, there's not a super great plus on the Garrett Wilson team. You're looking at Pitts being the best plus.
Yeah, so, I don't love that.
Yeah. The team with Rice has some good pluses.
You need to flip Rice.
You would want to flip both of those guys, honestly, if you did that. But again, just trying to spread out your value there.
You could also go Marv plus. So Garrett Wilson's on the trade block. He might throw something on top. Okay, let's overshoot then. Like what were the people on that team that you were looking at that you did not like?
I mean, it's Garrett Wilson and then Nico and then a huge fall off.
So it's Wilson, Chase, Nico, Mike Evans, Terry. You've got Gibbs, Warren, Rashad White, Colson Loveland, Kyle Pitts. You got a 27 first. See if you can get a 27 back and then throw something back in that deal. So maybe you trade a second. So maybe
it's probably going to be like a mid first. I'll just guesstimate like
maybe you'll trade try to trade Pickens in a second for Garrett Wilson in a first or something like that. Or make it a bigger deal where you get a first and Garrett Wilson. But I like buying low on both of those.
Garrett and the 27 pick would be good.
Because that guy's a juggernaut. He's going to be contending. You just need to be like, hey, Pickens is going to be your wide receiver 2 here. He's more productive in a better situation than Wilson. You don't need these 27 first. Sell it like that. I like that Wilson's on the trade block, though, and I like him as a buy right now. So,
all right, what other down tiers do we want to do here?
David says we might need to do the redo the Bijan's ruining your league video.
Probably one from a quarterback, honestly. Doesn't have to be a huge one. I like Bo Nix a lot. Honestly, if you wanted to hold him, that's totally okay.
I think you flip the quarterbacks in season.
Yeah, you could look at flipping the quarterbacks in season if you wanted to. You can wait to do this later. If you want to do this in August, that's totally fine. Some guys to consider to down tier 2 would be like in the Jordan Love Dak range. And then you could even, if you got Dak, you could down tier further from him. You could do like a step-by-step sort of down tier.
Yeah, because I try to get to Ward ultimately. Ward's a good buy for a team like this.
Ward is a solid down tier.
I'm holding Tet, though.
The Ward team has Marv, by the way. So that's very much worth looking into. The Jordan Love team has Addison and Waddle.
Yep.
The Dak team has a couple of mid-firsts and Bucky. You can try to get Bucky for cheap. So I would look into all of those. And then the last one here, probably going to be like a Jag packaging sort of move. I would take McMillan plus like your next priciest nothing guy. That, again, some people will value if you can package them together or use them as throw-ins and other deals. Try to get up to a more valuable, not valuable piece, which guys like Romeo Dobbs, if you want to take a shot on him, Algier, who everybody thinks he's going to get Algiered, Pittman, right? Just guys that you can sell later at a little bit of a premium once things settle after the NFL draft.
So, yeah, I mean, your team's already set up pretty well for a reload. There's not a ton of moves you even need to make. The other thing you could try to do is down tier from the 104 into the 105, 108 tier. See what you can get on top there. If you get a big plus, it might be worth it for you. But.
Yeah.
Any questions here? Josh? Yeah, I think if you stick the plan here, I think you could be out of this in a year. Depends on how active this league is. So. Mike says, Merry Dynasty Christmas. Thanks for helping me win last year and repeat this year. Love your stuff. Do you want a mega hike update? Yes, we do, sir. Let's hear it. Merry Dynasty Christmas to you. He says, was wondering about the 104. Think someone will overpay for Sadiq. That's true. It is the heavy tight end league. And we didn't give you any tight ends. I wouldn't worry about trying to. You probably only overpay for tight ends right now, so we're going to largely avoid. However,
you could take Sadiq there.
You could take Sadiq and either get an overpay.
Depending on where he goes.
If you don't get an overpay before the draft, then stick, and you could take Sadiq there. So. But yeah, try the 104. I would definitely be trying to use the leverage of Sadiq for that pick as well. All right. Appreciate you, Josh. If you need anything, let us know. Give you a free trade question here. And yeah, good luck, man. Make as many moves as you can. That's pretty much all you can do. So. Okay.
Right.
And then Top Shamrock. Our boy.
We do have a quick trade question down here.
Oh, yeah, from
Kogonzo. This is Waddle and a first for Higgins in the 106. Depends on where the first is. First is hopefully late with me gaining the extra pick this year.
He asked me about this. I think you asked me about this in DMs, right?
I'm okay with this move. I think it's pretty easy.
I thought it was I thought it was pretty much a pivot.
Yeah, I think
straight up.
And I think if that is going to be a late first in 2027,
I would
versus a mid first in 2026. I'm okay with the Higgins side. So. You good there, Willis?
I don't like it.
You having a crash out?
I don't like it. I would rather have the 27 over the 106 this year, even if it's late, is my thing.
I just think Higgins is gonna outproduce Waddle. So
He definitely
that's where I'm
will.
at.
He definitely will. I like
He's-
Higgins more than Waddle.
He's paying up for the production, so
You can mark it as fair. It is fair. It's exactly value.
that's about a
fair.
2-round gap between Higgins and Waddle right now. So
Actually? Really?
I mean, it depends on what league you're in. Yeah, but there's usually a pretty decent gap between Waddle and Higgins.
Interesting.
Round and a half to 2. But
We're 3 to 4 days away from completing the 800-mile Arizona trail that goes from Mexico to Utah.
dang, that's sick.
What? How do you guys do this? I walked 8 miles the other day when I was turkey hunting, and I almost died. I don't know how you guys do this crap.
Nice.
I'm impressed, though. That's freaking 3 to 4 days. You're going to do 800 miles. Congratulations, man. That is so freaking sick. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long has it taken you, I guess? That's a good question. That's a very good question.
All right, Top Shamrock's up next. Oh, wait, we have a question from Josh. Dak and Lamb for Chase. In a super flex, God sent this IFT. Ask for Bijan instead.
There we go.
This guy's totally a Cowboys fan.
Higgins.
You have Pickens already. What is this? A start 10? Oh man. You don't have the depth of up tier here in a super flex, and you're gonna have Murray, and that's it. Well,
Yeah.
technically Brissett will be a starter, but ugh.
Mostly says, I posted in the site issues.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would pay to
might
up
just have
tier
to wait,
here.
buddy.
I think it's a fair deal. This is a price you have to pay for one of those guys, but eesh, you're putting yourself in a world of hurt here if you make this move, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, fair and hold. So we'll see that on the stream.
Mostly, you're probably, yeah. If Joe gets back to you, then hooray. If not, then yeah.
All
There's
right.
nothing we can't because we can't do it. So you were basically at the expense of Joe. And then we have another trade question here.
That's the same one. So you can send him a
Lad the 101 for Puka Nacua. Lad the 101.
Latin 101.
Yeah, don't make this move. It's a 10-team start 10, but again, you're getting Jeremiah Love there. So, all right, Top Shamrock, my boy.
Shamrock time. Woo!
Let's do this, my friend. Where is his?
Top Shamrock.
Top Shamrock. Says, hey guys, second ever startup draft here. Okay. I tried to take value, but the draft board got away from me on QBs. Ooh. Everyone had 3 by round 8. Ooh. Could you help me lay out a plan for... You should have just skipped it. You should have just punted. And it's super flex, but can you help me lay out a plan for the draft picks I have? Ideally, I'd like to trade back from 102 to 105, looking recommendations on how to build this out. I'd probably trade back from 102 to 104 there, but yeah. So it's all you do for weeks and weeks on, and it gets easier. We've been doing 30-mile days since the terrain level took off, so it's taken 7 weeks.
Holy what?
Congrats, dude. Oh my gosh. That's legitimately insane. 30-mile days? So you're walking what? I mean, 3-4 miles per hour?
Whoa.
Maybe 5 and walking 8 hours. Okay.
Hey, we've got an issue.
What's up, Top Shamrock? Interesting. Let me work on that. All right, Top Shamrock, we're going to have to come back to you. Sorry. For some reason, your team is being very weird. So you're going to be up next.
And Scott, you said you can't find his team in this league?
Maybe that's what it is. Hey, what's your team name here? That's got to be what the problem is. I bet if we send it back to him, it would work. It's not, for some reason, it's not identifying your team in our software. Which one is yours, Shamrock? I bet if we let's send it back to him. I think we're gonna send you a voucher, have you resubmit it, because it's something is glitching here.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Okay.
Send him his voucher and decline that one. Try resubmitting it and selecting your team again. Yeah, so it's not registering as that for some reason.
Let me try the other way.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing is I usually like, if I have to do it the other way, the normal way, it says it can't create it. And this one says it's created. And then it's like gone.
All right, we're checking.
So our team name is Picks for Sale.
Mm-hmm. Which you should be able to add it that way. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't say your team name on here for some reason.
Please.
David said 3 QBs by round 8 is light work. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh, man. How's the whiteboard going?
There we go. Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. We got it. Boom. We had a little bit of a workaround for you.
This never happened before.
Learn something new every day. All right, Shamrock. Appreciate you, brother. Let's do this. 12-team Superflex, full point PPR. I said second ever startup here. Go back up. Let me make sure.
Holy picks, man.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my
okay, it's quarter.
gosh.
Okay, so 4.7% production shares, 12th in this league. And then 8.8% value shares, third. You didn't do bad from a value standpoint at all.
101, 102, 103, 104, 109, 110, 111.
This is a full point tight end premium, by the way. A full point PPR. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders is a 3. They didn't look like he reached for QB to me. Bucky, Chuba, Rashad White's a 3. London Hunter Diggs is a 3. Gadsden's a 4. Your draft capital is a 10, though. 101, 102, 103, 104, 109, 110, 111. Clearly, the picks were falling here. I don't necessarily hate this strategy in 227s. Draft capital is a 10, bench is a 0. Overall is a 4.6 here. I don't hate this strategy. I'm going to go future value, player
future
deficient.
value is pretty good. Yeah.
Future value, player deficient, rebuild, contend. Well, this is, I think you drafted a 1-year punt here. I think you got pretty decent value here across the board, actually.
Yeah.
I really do think you did. Yeah, I think you did pretty well here. I said 3 to 4 mile per hour in the easy stuff. Take 2 to 4 weeks to get your trail legs to reach those speeds. Hope you bag some turkeys. Yeah, we didn't, is the thing. I hunted for 14 hours, and we had as much action, especially after 11 a.m. We got on as many turkeys as I've probably ever had in the afternoon. And it kept gobbling at us. And we never even, they would be right down the hill. We never come up. So it was bad.
This is a 1-point tight end premium.
Yep, it is. So Gads is pretty good. He said, I don't know if this was because I made a trade in between. It could be because you also have an extra 27. It's a pretty good team. Okay, but everyone was trading their 27s and 28s. So did you get any extra 28s? I guess is my other question. Also, do you think there's a market for trading any of these picks? Because I know you want a draft capital plan, but my guess is that you traded or you picked draft capital because it was falling. So do you think you can sell it? Because if it's falling in the draft, it's probably not going to have a super big market when you go to sell it, is my question. So regardless, let's give him some moves here. He's got 102, 103, 104. I don't think we want to take all of those guys. I don't know. Taking the first 4 picks this year, those are the best 4 picks in the draft.
Yeah, I'm shopping 109, 110, and 111.
Let's do that and keep our 27.
That's
Then we're
what
gonna
I'm
have
doing.
we're basically gonna have London, Tate, Lemon, and Tyson. Maybe it's not the 101 through 104 is my guess. So those are the ones you can't move, is what you're saying.
Well, that's great with me.
I was gonna say if that's the case, then that actually works out.
That's
for us.
prime hit rate range. So
quite a lot. So.
You can take the 111 and 212 too, and just throw in the 212 to get something done there. I think with the 109, you're probably looking at the range of like Zay Flowers, JMO, Travis Etienne. With the 110, you're just a little bit of a step below that, right? You're starting to look at the Javonte guys, Jacobs, in a 1-point tight end premium, some of those tight ends as well. Honestly, for you, I would probably pay for Goff. It's like, do you want to take a shot on Goff or Ty Simpson? Who's going to be there? The upside shot is Ty Simpson. The security is going to be Goff, and that has value in the middle of the season when he's producing.
Mm-hmm.
So you could probably flip him for more at that point. The 111 and the 212. Again, I would probably be, this is when I'd start looking at seeing how much it would cost to potentially take a shot. Again, you can either take the shot on a guy in the 111 who may or may not hit there, or you can take the shot on a guy like Scattaboo who, if it works out, he's going to be worth a lot more than the 111 when the draft is all said and done. And I'll just leave it at that. Jordan Addison is another one that you can shoot for if you're not comfortable with a guy like Scat. or you can go for another quarterback in that range, like a Kyler or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we have Cam Ward, and that's really about it at QB. I'm okay with you taking an upside shot at quarterback in Shuck or Kyler if you want to. But value is really going to be our key focus here. If you target too many rookie picks further than a year out, you are going to delay your contention an additional year. So just keep that in mind. If you can just take some of your depth, target more upside shots, package them together, package those Jags. We don't care about the Jags. We care about the upside shots. So
yeah.
Do those 3 moves make sense, man? You're going to have a busy rookie draft blueprint.
I said, I'd love to take a shot on Stowers one of those picks if possible. It's a full point item premium. You could. It would be probably the 110 or 111. You can keep one and see if he makes it too. I don't think it's a bad idea. We're still going to move the other 2, though. I mean, if we can. So, in the second.
Mm-hmm.
So. Wow, Becca's dying. You good, bro? Holy smokes.
Becca is dying.
Becca is die.
Oh,
Shamrock, any questions, my friend?
The air will do you wrong sometimes.
Mike says, I work with a bunch of turkeys. I can't tell if you're nah, yeah, you're making a joke. Okay. Like, unless you're like some kind of wildlife research guy. All right, Shamrock, love you, appreciate you, dude. If you need anything, you know where to find us on Discord. You can message us anytime. Dynamungo is Dynamungo here? This was submitted a couple days ago. He might not be here, but he's up. He is up. It's his turn. This is his time to shine. He's up. Lane of the Cleaves. What's up, dude? Mahomes, Zay Flowers for ooh, wow. Yes. I do this trade. I would move Mahomes for the 103 and 104. And then Flowers for Shuck, Henry, and Wandale. I'm fine with that. I would do it. Very nice. It's also start 11. I think we are good. Try to move ones. Yeah. Yep. And again, if you can get overpays for the top ones, then sure. Imagine if that's how she goes and the boys are just like, she's dying. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Micah Becca's dying over there.
All right, Dynamungo. Let's do this. Been trying to get another reliable running back, but the league has been tough to trade with. My roster's full. I have Tootin and Brian on my taxi still, as well as needing space for a defense kicker closer to the season start. I know I can most likely cut Neil with Saints getting ETN. Okay, cool. Night at the Hyatt is our team name here.
All right, let's do this. Knight at the Hyatt. Again, 1 QB, 12 team, full point PPR, no tight end premium here. 8.9% production share is 4th in this league. And a 10.5% value share is 3rd in this league.
Nice.
Okay, feeling pretty good here.
105 and 111 too.
Yeah. Daniels is a 9 in this format. Cook, Judkins, and Tootin is a 6, probably. Yeah, 6. Yeah. Jefferson, Olave, Burden, 7.
Yep.
Gadsden's a 4. The 105, 111, 203, and 227s will give you a 6 at draft capital. Pretty good. And then the bench is going to be a 3 here as well. So overall is a 6.4.
I go standard value well rounded here.
Yeah,
I think he's contending.
I think so too.
I think the picks help a lot. If you didn't have the picks, it would be a little more iffy. But I mean, we're 3rd in value.
I think you can.
You're fine.
Okay, yeah. So let's contend here. So standard value all around and contend. Dynamungo says, got to change my team name. Yes, you sure do, don't you? My goodness. All right.
What moves stand out to us the most here? 111 and 203. I'd stack them in up tier.
Yep, up tier from
I'd
those
take
picks.
Tootin and Munungai, and I would up tier too.
Yeah, dude, those are the best moves for sure. And then maybe doing one more up tier and up tier from either Olave or Burden or Judkins.
I think 3 up tiers is too much.
With the 105 coming in 227 first, you really think so? I don't think so.
Well, for this year, yeah.
I mean, you still have Wandale, Parker, Washington, Jalen McMillan on the bench. You'd still have, and again, you have the 105. So that's like 2 or 3 startable guys on the bench. I would do 3 up tiers here. So it would be the 111, 2, and 3. It's really just one up tier with the roster.
Manungai and Tootin.
Manungai and Tootin. Yeah, I would definitely try it up tier one more time.
All right, Olave and 105 it is.
That's honestly a good move. I agree because that you don't the 105 guy's going to come in and be the same thing as
That's the only
Burden.
up tier that matters if you were to do an up tier here.
I like that a lot. I think that's what I would be doing with this team. And then you can go get depth. Like
there,
you still have Wandale and Parker Washington, but you can go get cheap depth here.
You're probably
Evans, Pittman,
you're probably
Godwin.
looking at Amon-Ra or Lamb or high end. Probably looking at like Gibbs maybe.
Extra Guac says, well, blueprints have draft-related items post-NFL drafts as well to help prepare for rookie drafts. They already do. We are giving rookie draft blueprints now. So every blueprint.
Write me out.
Yeah. But yeah, they'll have them after as well. What's up, Zom?
Yep.
See you in a couple days.
With the 111 and 203, I would try to get up to like the Kyron Zay. Any way that you can move, still trade for AJ Brown right now, please.
Nathan's going to get vindicated here pretty soon.
Ever.
Everybody trashed Nathan for saying that Brown would potentially not be an Eagle. And it sure doesn't look like he's going to be an Eagle.
Did I get trashed for that?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm not.
You genuinely didn't know you got trashed for that?
No.
You did.
Dude, I stopped looking at the comments a long time ago because of the Flock League.
Yeah, you got trashed for that take.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to get vindicated.
It's not official yet, so we'll see.
No, but people were acting like there was not a chance in hell that he got traded, which was stupid of them.
Because AJ Brown's an Eagle?
Yeah, that's why. I mean, essentially, yeah, because Howie refused to say, we're going to trade AJ Brown come June 1st.
He's an Eagle today. Yeah, no crap. Thanks, Howie.
FHB Johnny, are you a member already, a domain member? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments and I can tell you your best option.
With Tootin and Manungai, we're basically just trying to get you into a better running back
he said
range.
Someone overpaid for Brown recently, so that's probably not on the table.
Okay, all right, cool.
Joshua Sheik did say that AJ Brown is still in the Eagles.
Yep, he is still on the Eagles. You are correct. And it is not official, so... Etienne and Javonte are a couple of guys that I would up tier from Tootin and Manungai too. If you're going to go for a wide receiver, again, same sort of range as kind of on the lower end range. Maybe try to get JMO, who's like a 7th round pick right now in a lot of startups that we see.
Yep says the other night Nathan was ranting about people saying AJ Brown was staying in Eagle because of summer camp. Yeah, no, it's and it was valid. It was very valid. That's like
you want me to tell you what it's like again? No, you don't.
So, Johnny, your best bet to get a team blueprint, especially coming into draft season, I just dropped the link there for you. If you join with code domain, the annual Mother Flocker tier is actually the cheapest option for a live team review. So you'll get a free live team review on tonight's stream, but you're going to get everything on this fun little graphic as well. Infinite blueprint, the trade calculator, everything like that. Everything that the site offers, everything that we offer. So again, it's cheaper than a live blueprint, and you're a member for a year, and you can get your live blueprint done on tonight's stream as well. So check it out. Code domain. That's the best way for you, Johnny. If you do want a live review, it's the cheapest. So,
Dynamungo, do you have any questions on those moves that we have for you?
Yeah, what questions? You said where I was looking at ETN. Yeah, that one works out.
Sweet. Yep.
I really do think you're going to be fine here with all the up tiers. So, I really do think you're going to be fine here with all the up tiers. I wouldn't be worried about it personally. And I like holding Daniels on this roster too.
You know it's a good sign when we don't tell you to move off of the rushing QB in a 1 QB. You can afford to hold Daniels here. So
yeah. But what questions do you have? What's up, Warrior King? Hey, I'm just gonna ask you this now. What's the turkey hunting like down there? You maybe be interested in swapping some hunts or something? You can come up here and hunt with me. Let me know. I've been wanting to ask you that. I've made a whoopsie and subscribed Motherflock without the domain code, but thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You're welcome. When did you subscribe, Dynamungo? So that's okay. You can still, as you can see, you can still get blueprints, so you can still support us and be a part of the community, and it's no problem.
You still get a discount too if you're.
Yep, and you still got a discount here on the live review. So
it's like 25%.
It's 15%. So
it's 15. Okay.
Corey says he made this trade with father's figure. So okay. Wow, this is a Pickens.
It's a 102 for Pickens. The 102 is almost for sure going to be an early 3rd round pick. Pickens is usually early to mid 3rd. I think this is even. My breaking point for moving a pick for Pickens is the 103, but again, they're kind of in the same tier. I think it's fair.
So you just signed up, Dynamungo? Because if you did, we can change it.
Yeah, we can change that.
What was his Flock username? Dynamongo.
Dynamongo.
Yeah, it's. I'll have to tell you about it, Warrior King. I went last weekend and it was awful.
Oh, did you?
Dude, I didn't tell you.
Mm-mm.
I got up at.
You went on Saturday?
Yeah, I got up at 1:50 a.m. and drove to Kentucky, 3 hours away, to be there at 6, and hunted from 6 until
9,
6 or 7,
Oh gosh.
and
Oh, you like went on a hunt.
and I got back at 12 midnight, and we walked 8 miles in the woods, up and down the hills in Kentucky.
And was it a success or no?
No, I was
Oh wow. So it was,
pooped.
yeah. You were up for 24 hours.
Dynamongo says 2 days ago. I think I think you're good. Let me help you out with that. Oh yeah, because you had submitted. Let me ask Sammy Stacks.
Yeah. We're gonna do Spads review next. We got actually trade question from Sir Dave. The second Puka. Excuse. Oh my gosh, brother, did he offer this to you? You're getting Neighbors in the 102, dude. Take this and run. Neighbors and Puka are in the same tier. Neighbors and Puka were in the same tier before the Puka stuff. We love Puka, and that's an absolute smash, accept, and run. Yes. Great deal. If you can pull that off, man.
So yeah, Corey, you and Father, I mean, you guys managed to make the most fair trade of all time, so I'm glad that you guys had fun with that.
Yeah. Spads up next here. He said, inherited this Dynasty team, only has JSN and Warren as pillars, looking to trade JSN to the top team for multiple good players, offer JSN and Laporta for Kyron and Buka and Garrett Wilson. That's not enough. He countered with Kyron and Lamb. You be getting Kyron and Lamb, you mean? I have no running backs, and running backs are scarce in this league. 14 with 3 flex. I have the pick 104. You'd have to get Kyron and Lamb and not give up Laporta. You shouldn't have to throw in anything when you're down tiering from JSN. Absolutely nothing. Just so you know there. Also, holler if you're in the chat. You are here. Just got assigned this team a month ago. Been trying to figure out how to build this up. Sweet.
There was a question I was going to answer real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Corey asked if I was in Kentucky. Actually, Corey, I was in Cynthiana, which you probably know where that is because you live close to Lexington, right? Yeah, so I was actually pretty close to you, but literally in and out. So sorry, you're coming to Indiana though, so it's fine. We get to have our special time here. So all right, here we go. Let's do this. Spuds, appreciate your Spads or David.
Yeah, so David, I'm gonna.
I like the Masters profile picture.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. The only way that I'd be comfortable down tiering from JSN to CD Lamb and including Laporta in that deal is if you got Garrett Wilson back. Like, you should be getting Lamb and Wilson if you're moving JSN and Laporta. So I'll put that on before we even grade this out, because again, looking at your team and where you are right now, I think that like we're definitely going to be at least reloading here. And this is a 14 team, so it looks pretty lopsided too. Yeah, this is one where, again, you should be getting quite a haul. Like, those high-end premier assets, JSN being, a top 5 asset in Dynasty, like, they cost a lot. So I would be pretty aggressive with the return that you should be getting there if you're going to down tier from them. This is a 14-team, 1 QB, full PPR, no tight end premium.
Yeah, your production share is 6.4%, so that's 11th in this league. Your value share is 6.3%, which is 9th. Stroud at quarterback is a 3 here. Monungai Hubbard is a 1. JSN, Jamison Williams is a 5. Warren Laporte is a 9. You've got the 104 and a 27. Draft capital is a 5 right there in the middle. And then bench here, Wicks, Helm, Keaton Mitchell, it's a 1. Overall is a 4.6 here.
I think we're probably reloading.
Let's just reload. Let's go 1 year reload. Well-rounded, contend here. You're 9th out of 14th in value share. We can get up to 6th or... yeah, if we can get you up to like 6 or higher here, we'll feel pretty good about that. So
yeah,
let's try to do that. He did say the top T3s are really good, especially the top guys. Go ahead and scroll up for me, Scott, and let's see this. Then that even makes our case more to, oh my gosh. Let me see that guy's
That's
team.
crazy on a 14. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's broken at the running back
although we did
position.
have a 14 team that was better on Flex Night than that. We had a much better 14 team. It was
Did you see that team that I dropped in the chat earlier today?
Oh yeah, I saw it. 22.5% value share.
That was before the 101 and the 102. Like at its peak value, So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
He says
it does factor those in, but
David says he's been trying to shop Laporta as well. Yeah, and honestly, if you end up shopping in midseason, he's going to be shoppable then as well when he's producing again.
Yeah.
I don't hate the JSN down tier for this team is the thing.
Yeah, I like the idea of the JSN down tier. That specific trade that you got, again, he's the best team in the league. Better make him pay up. Some other ones that I look into, again, Lamb, some sort of thing with like Lamb and Garrett Wilson. That one, if you want to throw Laporta back, I'm okay with that. Amon-Ra in the 105 is another one I would look into. The Jefferson team has a Flowers. You could look into that type of down tier as well. The 104 you can hold on to. The 204 again going to be a bit cheaper in a 14 team. That's the 206. So you can still try to package that with the depth piece and try to make a move there. I would shop one of your tight ends. Probably, honestly, in a non-tight end premium, I really would be moving Warren if I were you. He's not going to be a Bowers or a McBride.
No, I agree. So you can honestly, I would
just a more expensive Laporta.
I would shop both of these.
Yeah, we can shop both tight ends. Pivot from both. And the range that we're looking at for Warren, if you're going to go for a wide receiver or a running back, let's go for Olave. You have the 104. See how high you can get. Rookie pick capital wise. If you're looking for, honestly, Garrett Wilson, again, if you want to move Warren for Garrett Wilson straight up, I would also do that. That's not a bad move. McBook is another guy that you could shoot for. I'd be fine taking the shot on a wide receiver there instead of the tight ends. With Laporta, he's in an interesting range. You're looking at a couple of like running backs that I think are going to have more value in August than someone like Laporta will. If you want to move Laporta, Tootin's not enough. You got to be in the tier above that.
Yep.
Etienne and Javonte are really what you're looking at for Laporta.
Yep.
Tootin's not good enough. Wide receiver wise, you're stuck in that like middle tier of like right around where JMO is actually, and you own JMO.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to pay that 204 with Laporta and try to get up to Flowers, I would do that as well.
Yep. Yeah, you'd be getting to. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
Jacobs is another one you could try to play the market with, move him at a premium in August too. So, yeah, Tootin is not the.
Tootin's not a good reload target.
No, I don't think he's safe enough either. Like,
no, he's not.
It could easily be Chris Rodriguez.
The bottom could fall off.
And that's not even talking about them potentially drafting a running back day 3. If they draft a day 3 running back, it's a 3-back competition.
Also, what about my boy LaQuint Allen Jr.?
Right. Yep.
He could do something.
LaQuint. We don't hate Tootin. We just don't think that he's like as safe
it's team
and
build.
a sure
It's just
thing
team build.
is team build, and it's always price dependent. So,
for a contending team, maybe I would take the shot. If you're a good contending team, sure, but not,
Yeah, don't sell low on those productive vets. So make sure you're capitalizing on their price when you should, which is going to be closer to the season. And then if you can get rookie picks from teams that think they're contending but are lying to themselves, those could end up being earlier first later on in the future. I would be totally cool with you doing that as a reload.
Yeah, I would too.
Questions on those moves, man?
All right, yeah, David, what are we thinking, man? What questions you got on that? C-Dub, by the way, say hey if you're here in the chat. You're up next. We did get a blueprint from Rayar 5. So
sweet. Gotcha, man. C-Dub.
Excuse me.
It's C-Dub time. Ooh, nice.
He said, seems good. I feel like a lot has to happen. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing with a reload is like you have to make a lot of trades to get out of a reload. Not as much as a rebuild. But really, you do oh, what's up, C-Dub? You do have to, you do kind of have to have a plan, and you really are kind of playing the market at every turn when you're a reload. So yeah, I agree. You have to be active. The most active players are the ones that get out of reloads quickest. So Egbuka or Olave. I would take Olave straight up here. I have Olave ranked higher in Dynasty. I like Chris Olave, so I'd take Olave. C-Dub says he's trying to get Lamb for Rice and a 27 first. Definitely contending. Got Genti for the 102. Wow. Up tiers in order, but a lot of the top guys aren't being moved. Lamb might be the last one I can get for a reasonable price. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good to know. We'll keep that in mind as we're going through this. But let's go ahead and look at this. It's a 10-team, 1 QB, full point PPR. It is a half-point tight end premium here. 12.9% production shares 4th here. And then 13.4% value shares 3rd here. So pretty solid. I mean, top 4 both. It's a 10-team, but still.
It's gonna be a top-heavy league.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of really the big 3 or 4.
Couple juggies up there.
Yeah.
Dak, CJ Stroud's a 3. Genty, Hampton, McCaffrey's a 9.
And Kyron.
Jeez, yeah. McMillan, Nico, Ladd, Rasheed Rice. That's also a 9. That's
and
good.
BTJ.
And then, wow. And then McBride and Loveland.
Yeah, that's a 10.
That's a 10. Holy smokes.
27 first and second.
So 2 at draft capital, late first. 20. Your bench, Kyron, Rasheed Rice, Brian Thomas, Baker, probably an 8. That's pretty darn good. Overall is a 6.6 here. This is enhanced value. This is an enhanced value we're on a 10 10. It's a lower end enhanced value in a 10 team, but it is still enhanced value in my opinion.
Your depth gives you enhanced.
Yeah.
You're
right, though.
We're gonna do all 3 up tiers here.
But and keep in mind that he mentioned that there probably wasn't a top guy. Well, he go up and so I can read it again. And you can guess you can let us know. He said a lot of the top guys aren't being moved. Lamb might be the last one I can get for a reasonable price. So I don't know what we do with that because you almost have to up tier on this team.
Right.
Like, I mean, have you tried JSN and Chase and Bijan and Gibbs and Puka?
So we could do some of so Chase is on the Hurts to P team. He's not one of the top 3 teams. Saquon's a guy that you could target on Hurts to P. You honestly are to a point where you could look at a quarterback up tier if you wanted to as well.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Yeah, for 100%.
Like I would do.
Johnny, if you did sign up, then that link will take you and it'll be free there. So you can check that link. If not, go to your account page and go to subscribe. And you can do it. So.
You have a 0.5 tight end premium. Just take Stroud and Loveland and go get Burrow. You could try for one of the rushing QBs up there too, like Lamar and Daniels in a 10 team should still be pretty cheap.
He said Hurts to P will contend and won't trade his receivers. But yeah, he will contend.
Okay.
And Lamar is currently on the trade block. Right? Oh, Electroshave, you're in this league
Lamar's
too.
on the trade block. Go for Lamar. That would be sick.
It's a non-super flex. It's a 2 QB. We have that here.
Yeah. You could also honestly target the 101 if you wanted to.
He's also working Rasheed and a 27 first for Lamb right now. That's fine. And if you can't do Lamb, Amon-Ra, Jefferson, try those guys.
Who do you want to package with Nico? Nico plus.
Can you C-Dub, can you give me the guys you've tried to up tier to that are not for sale, please? Like the top end guys, because we need to make sure we don't give you those guys.
We have Genty and Hampton at running back. Are Achane or the 101 up for grabs?
Yeah, those are good options as well. We already have Hampton and Genty, which is sexy.
I would do Nico plus one of your lower wide receivers and try to get up to Lamb or the 101 or Achane. Have you tried London?
Yeah. And again, did you try the 5 guys I mentioned earlier? Bijan, Gibbs, Chase, Puka, and JSN. We tried all those. We tried Allen and May. I want to know who you can't get. Because you have to make
I've got Burrow, Lamar, and Daniels as a QB targets with the Stroud and Loveland up tier in a 10 team. You could use Baker, you could use Dak. I don't really care there. Use whatever quarterback gets you up to one of those guys.
Okay, yeah. No, Johnny, don't do that. Don't do that. It's the membership is $97 for a year, and it gets you the free blueprint and infinite.
When you're looking at a serviceable move here, I would probably do a pivot from Charbonnet and basically just get Adams. Or pay whatever it takes to get to Henry. Really, Henry and Adams are who I'm targeting there. He said JJ, Amon-Ra, JSN, Puka, Malik, and London are who you've targeted.
He's tried. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So not London, who I mentioned earlier, but the 101 and HN I would shoot for.
He has not said Gibb. He's none on the top 2 values teams. Go up. Okay, let's go up there. Go up to the top 2 guys here, Scott. Because I think Bijan and Gibbs are going to be on this team, and I'm going for him.
Yep.
Oh, he said he tried for JSN.
You could try JT.
We could do. Yeah, JT is a good one. Go to the top one. Gibbs. Give him Gibbs. You said London. I like it. Give him Bijan. He didn't say he tried Bijan. So Bijan is.
Wait, the list of guys that he gave, did he target those or did he not target those?
I think he said those are the guys he targeted.
Okay.
Alex says Jamar is available from what I hear. Oh, yeah, Jamar wasn't on that list. So Chase is in there. Gibbs and Bijan.
Great. Yeah, Chase is one that you want to go for. You can use Nico and Ladd on these moves.
Yeah. Or Loveland,
yeah,
McBride,
yeah. You can use Loveland in the quarterback up tier. You can use Loveland in the wide receiver up tier. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Whatever gets it done. Yeah, Gibbs, Chase. Who was the other one?
Bijan.
Yep. Yeah, you have a lot of comfortable depth here, so I would be aggressive to get this done, especially in a 10 team. Questions on those moves, man?
Sir Dave II, is the team review the same as live team blueprint? When you check out, just make sure it says live team. Unless you're a new member, live team blueprint. It should say live team blueprint when you check out. You'll know when it's live because it says it.
Sir Dave submitted a live team blueprint. You're good, man.
Oh, yeah, then you're good. Yes, I see you. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I do see you here. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the community, by the way.
The guy with Puka and Bijan's really hard to trade with. I've not tried in a minute. Honestly, you've got the assets to overpay a little bit if you need to.
Yeah.
So you need to try. Like that. Yep. Honestly, we can't give you any other moves here. If you can't up tier, you're stuck with this.
There are no moves that you should be making that aren't for these top guys. So.
No. Yeah, 100%. Yep. So, how do we get a live trade question done? 1 second. I can give you the link. It's just any trade question that comes in is live or live. So.
All right, C-Dub, if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to help, depending on what counters and negotiations end up going down. All right, we have a question from Nagasuma.
No, not answering his.
Why not?
I'm just kidding. My boy. The 106 or ETN?
No, 106.
106, yeah, no. No tanks. That's ugly. I'll hold till the draft and get a better price for that. Adam, say hey if you're here, my friend.
What's up? Team A105 acquired this team 2 years ago in a hard rebuild with picks. Sold a Buka Scat and a Pearsall for Jefferson a month ago. Congratulations. That was a huge value win. Unsure. I did a similar deal to that. Unsure if I should be more worried about my QB situation or my last flex spots. Okay. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Create.
If you're here, say hey in the chat, by the way.
New member.
He is here. What's up, dude? Good to see you. If you have questions, put them in the chat. Scott will put them on the screen. Excited to look at this for you.
Gosh. I'm going to lose my mind.
I'll push your mic away if you do that.
Gonna have to do it the old way. It's too generic of a username.
All right, Adam. Oh, man. We're getting yours pulled up right now, my friend. Bum ba dun 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 bum bum bum.
All right, A Warner 5. 12-team Superflex, PPR, half tight and premium. Let's break this down here. 9.1% production share, which is 5th in your league, 10.8% value share, which is 4th in your league.
Not bad.
This is Cam Ward and Daniel Jones at QB is going to be a 3. Brees Hall, Henderson, Jacobs, Charbonnet. It gets the job done. I'll give you a 7 there. JSN, Jefferson, Olave, Sutton. That gives you an 8. You have JSN and Jefferson. And then Brock Bowers is a 10.
Yep.
You got the 110, 210, couple thirds and fourths. Got your first next year. We'll give you a 5. We'll give you a 4 draft capital grade. It's a late first this year. Bench score is going to be a 1. Overall grade is going to be a 6.4. I think we're going to go standard value, well-rounded here.
Probably the move. Yeah. I mean, you're top 5 in both production and value share here. So I think you're pretty comfortably contending. We'll try it. And, yeah, let's see. What type of, is this start 9 league? So what type of moves do we want to make on this team? I mean, honestly, the number one thing that stands out to me here, I love your starting trio of wide receivers. I'm not a huge fan of the running backs necessarily here. Just a pretty low floor, in my opinion, with those 3 backs. You do have Bowers. Was there a tight end premium on this?
There's a half-point tight end premium.
Okay, so Bowers isn't bad, but this might be a team where we don't really want to have. I would do a couple of things. So you also have Cam Ward, Daniel Jones. Your quarterback room is also a little shaky. I'm just trying to think. Do we want to make a down tier from one of the receivers? Maybe Olave.
Yeah, we could do that.
You
want a down tier from Bowers too?
Yeah, I think so. My thing is, like, if I'm down tier from Olave here, what I would probably do here, Adam.
Do you want to fade tight end entirely in the down tier?
That's fine. Yeah, honestly, I would be cool straight moving Bowers for a running back. Genty.
Let's do that.
Love. So Genty, the 101, or Hampton plus. What I would do here is down tier from Olave, get a receiver plus, and then take the plus, keep the receiver you traded for, one of Vlad, Garrett Wilson, Roma Dunze, somebody like that. Take the plus, package them with one of your running backs, and up tier again. I do wonder if, I think Daniel Jones is startable. I honestly don't. I think you can roll with this quarterback room to start. But it's just a matter of, like, I don't know. Yes, Johnny, your first blueprint, don't upgrade it. Don't pay anything on top of it. Go to that place where you submit it. It's free. Make sure you don't pay anything, and we got you on the stream. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, if you down tier to, like, let's say T. Higgins, that's a decent down tier from Olave. That team has JMO. I'd be interested in getting him on top.
Yep.
If you're looking at someone like Roma Dunze or Ladd, kind of depends on what league you're in, honestly. I'm trying to find a good plus here. What if we went down, like, what if we did a big down tier? Like to AJ Brown plus a piece.
He said, I feel like I have some value in running back, but not production. Yeah, but honestly, like,
what about Walker and AJ Brown?
Your running back score's not crazy here.
The team with Marv has a tight end like Pitts that you could go for there too. If you want to do that, I'd take the 110 and the 210. I'd package that in up tier. By the way,
I honestly think your value floor there at running back's low too. Sharbs is meh. Jacobs has lost value. Travion has lost value, and Brees has lost value. So, like, yeah, getting into more productive guys like you mentioned is probably a really good idea here.
Yeah. Even like Javonte and Etienne, if you can get guys like that to help out, that would do wonders, I think, for this team. If you were to package that.
And I like Jacobs. I would hold Jacobs.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably just a matter of Travion. If you move Travion for a productive guy, I think I'd be good with it.
Yeah, you could do that as well. So we got those 3 moves: a pivot from Bowers, a down tier from Olave, the up tier from the 110 and the 210. Do you have questions on those 3 moves?
Yeah, and the other thing you could do is take the 110 and 210 and Travion and up tier there at running back. I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, Henderson's just getting down to the bottom of a tier where, like, you can't get up to
Depends. It's price dependent. It depends on what your league thinks of Travion Henderson. He's kind of all over the place right now. He has been, on average in our leagues, going in the domain last 4 or 5 domain drafts. His average is 409 still though. So if that's his value in your league, what you could do is try to up tier to James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Achane, or Hampton. One of those 4. With a first, you might be able to do it. So Adams is like those moves. Okay, what other questions do you have, Adam? Again, just a standard value team here. And so it's just like moving around our assets to make sure our roster construction is optimized for a team where your value share is not through the roof, and trying to really like maximize the production potential with the value we have. So Johnny, let me make sure. Got you here. Yes, Johnny, we got you, man. We appreciate you, dude. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We appreciate all your support, dude. We're happy to look at your team tonight. So, any other questions though, Adam?
Adam, I accidentally sent you the dashboard link. We're gonna send you your blueprint. We can't do it through the dashboard right now because we're having issues with your username. So we're gonna send it. We're gonna send you the direct link.
Yep.
In a few. So sorry, I sent you the wrong one.
All right, he says no questions here. All right, man, we'll send you the direct link for your blueprint. So be on the lookout for that in the next like 24 hours. 104 or Marvin Harrison Jr. in the 108. So you're basically down tiering. You are moving a tier here, Steels, which is important. But I would take Marv in the 108 because you're not really the 104 to Marv is almost a pivot at this point. The extra 108 on top really helps. I would take Marv in the 108 here. I look at the last receiver in that 102, 104 tier, very similar to how I look at a Marvin Harrison Jr. from an asset category standpoint. So, all right, Yaraya R5. If you're here, say hey in the chat, man. You are up. So we're gonna get started on yours.
Is Johnny good?
Yep, Johnny is good.
Okay.
Johnny be good. I said it first.
All right, Yar.
Yar. Say hey, man, if you're here in the chat. Do. All right. I got it.
What?
I created it.
Oh.
Because I need it.
Where'd you put it?
It's coming. Them boys coming. Why didn't it not?
Do we have a bug going on here?
What the frick?
Let me try Sir David.
Nope, there it is. It's good. It made 2, so it's being slow. All right, here we go. Mr. Run It Back, and that's you, main event. What's up, man? Good to see you. If you have questions while we're doing this, same thing. Put them up on the screen. We can chat with you. We can answer any of your questions. I'm excited. He's Yar. All right. Wow, I really did not read that as Yar. I don't know what I read it as.
You read it as Jar Jar.
I said Yar. Yeah, okay. Wow, I get it now. The capitalization really threw me off there. Like, really threw me through a loop. Okay, 12-team super flex. Full point PPR. There is no tied in premium in this league. You have a 9.7% production share, which is third in this league. Your value share is 13.2%, which is first. It's very, very good. Love and Dax a 5 there at quarterback. Genty, Jacobs, Tootin, we'll give it a 7. Jefferson, Pickens, Nico, Burden, Rashee Rice, we're giving that a 10. You got Hunter, Godwin as well. And Kyle Williams. Hey, you've got Savion Williams. Brock Bowers is 10 as well. And you've got the 101, 103. No first and 27. Draft capital still going to be a 10 with those 2 picks. Bench is a 4. Overall is an 8.4 here. Wow. Pause for effect. You are so close.
I go enhanced here.
Enhanced value, probably wide receiver factory, contend.
Yep.
Is what we'll go. So
probably doing some up tiers here.
yeah, you're pretty close to elite value here. And so, you know, when we get to these with teams this good, I mean, I'm glad you're flexing this team because this is sick. Better than any Dynasty team I have.
I love teams like this that just have like perfect middle of the road quarterback room that we don't have to worry about.
No, your quarterback room is set.
Zach and Love.
And you have an elite tight end and you can keep them. Yep. So we're just going to focus on your running backs, which you're getting Love. You'd have Love, Genty, and Jacobs. Like, I mean, yeah, we're just going to up tier here. So
take Nico and Burden.
Yeah, let's just up tier from those 2 guys. I agree with that. Because you got Rice still. Holy
yep.
Okay, Nico and Burden should get you London.
That should get you London, yeah.
So it should get
Honestly, Lamb is right there too.
you
If you
London,
wanna,
Lamb, and Jefferson, maybe?
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
he is Jefferson, sorry.
if you want to go for a running back in that range, you could go for a Genty if you want to. You already have Genty, so insert, running back value equivalent guys in that range.
Hey, Andrew, I think you have to
HM.
tip to leave like an extended comment. So try like tipping $1 or something and see if it lets you do it.
Who do you want to package the 103 with?
Yeah. Who do I want to do that with? Pickens?
I don't think we have to with Pickens.
Or no, okay, let's do it with
He's so
Genty then. Let's do it with
productive.
Genty and go Gibbs or Bijan. I love that move.
Yeah, we could do that.
Which I honestly don't. I think you get something back there too. Genty in the 103 for Bijan. Like I think you get a little bit back there. So he says he says he's close to getting Chase. What's the deal for Chase that you're working? I like that type of move though. I like that type of move because again, you just have to up tier and get like first round startup guys right now.
Yeah.
At 13.2% value, sure.
Yeah, if you did Genty in the 103, you should be able to get something back.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's take Tootin in the 205.
That works. Yeah, I agree.
Tootin in the 205 should get you pretty close to that Javante range.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the little bit to take the shot on Scatterboo if you want to. Just trying to get like a lower end value in that's just going to give you like, again, a good shot at getting another productive guy. Travis Etienne also.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Really only want to be doing up tiers here, clearing out that depth, your bench, the guys that are never going to see the light of day when it comes to your starting lineup, giving your bench guys a chance to ever get to ever be in your starting lineup, right? That's what we want to do.
All right. So, yeah, what's the deal for Chase? I am very curious to figure that out.
You can take on some risky guys that have high production upside. If you want to take on CMC, by all means, take a shot.
I
on
would
CMC.
definitely trade for CMC on this team.
Jonathan Taylor is another guy that you want to go for, right? Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
The big three vets, right?
Henry. Adams.
Yep. Evans, Kittle.
Evans, yeah. Yeah, what outside of that, also what questions do you have here, main event? Yar. That's a great team. That's an easy review because you just you just really like use your riches and go up tier and get the best of the best at every position. He's working on Nico Tootin in the 103 for Chase. Oh my lord,
dude.
Oh, if you can trade Nico and the 103 for any of the guys in the first round, Bijan, Gibbs, Chase, Puka, JSN, Allen, May, do it.
Yep.
That's a smash.
Yeah.
You're not even close.
Yeah.
And he says no questions. All right. Good luck with the up tiers. Let us know how it goes. Great team. Great roster. Wemby just got concussed. Oh no, that's not good. That's bad for the Spurs, man. That's very sad, man. My boy Sir Dave is up next. It looks like mostly got his renewal pushed forward today. So there you go, buddy. All right, Sir Dave the second. Let's do this, man. We appreciate ya. Practice squad's the team. He says, there's 12 team Superflex. I took over this team 1 year ago and was dismantled when I got it. No dues for 2 more seasons. I do have the 101 this year. Okay, so we're literally playing for free here. 12 team Superflex, half point PPR without a tight end premium. 3.1% production shares 12th. Wow. And then 5.5% value shares 10th. Okay. Team name's Practice Squad here. So right down here, you've got Shedeur Sanders and Jalen Milroe. That's a 1. That's a -1. Corum, Jalen Wright is a 1. Tight end is a 1. Bird, McConkey, Marv's where you have value. Parker Washington. It really just Bird, McConkey, Marv. You have like give it a 7 there. So wow, Burden is ahead of Lad on Keep Trade Cut now. Frick that.
Mm-hmm.
Frick that, dude. Oh, I hate that. Okay, 101 though. 101, 111, 201, 202, 301, 401, 227s. Draft capital is a 10. Bench is a 0. Overall is a 4.
We're hard rebuild.
Yeah, you're going 2 years without paying dues here. Let's take our sweet time. Hard rebuild, player deficient, rebuild. Now, moves. Number 1. How about we pivot off of Luther Burden?
Yeah.
Number 2.
We'll take the 201 and the 202 and we'll up tier there.
And then move number 3 that I would focus on. Oh, down here from the 1. He says, you helped me with this team last year. Interesting. Okay. So you're still a rebuild. It's probably has it gotten better? I'm assuming it's gotten better. I hope it's gotten better. I hope it was helpful. But yeah.
Burden's just inching his way to Garrett Wilson right now.
He's crazy to say it's come pretty far with the moves from last season. Good. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say you said it was literally in shambles when you got it. So like, I would hope it's getting better. We just gotta you do that 2 more years on in, you'll be at the top before you know it. It happens quick. So
for Burden, man, I would shoot high. He's getting closer and closer to Garrett Wilson's price. Quinshon's another guy that's very realistic. If you can get one of those earlier first, like a top 4 pick, I would go for that as well.
Yeah.
If you can get any plus when you're down tiering from the 101 on top of like Hampton, or Achan or London, and again, you want to do small down tiers when you're down tiering from the 101. You want to stay in the cornerstone range and just get a plus on top. You should be able to get a pretty fair plus on top of all of those guys. With the London team. The London team has Kyron Scadaboo, Alec Pierce, Aronde Gadsden, Dak Prescott, Cam Ward. Ooh. Can we get you some Cameron Ward? How about the Hampton team? The Hampton team has Wandell, the 107. You can try the 107. Can I be aiming high here? It needs to be convincing. Genty would get you the smallest plus, but should get you a plus. You can try like Henry or Harvey and then move them later. Shuck. You can try for Shuck, actually. I like the pluses on top of London. There's a lot of guys that you could look for on top of London on that team. He's got, again, all those guys that I mentioned earlier. With the 201 and the 202, we really are going to be moving up to some of those like productive vet running backs that you can sell at a premium in August. Javonte Jacobs and ETN are all running back ones in their respective offenses, expected to be top 12 running backs. Production-wise, contenders will pay for that in August. They will. And they'll pay more for that than they would for 2 seconds right now. So that's going to be a small value win when it's all said and done. Yeah, we're not anti-Burden the player, the talent. We actually liked Burden a lot coming in last year, and he fell a lot further than a lot of people expected. But now he's kind of getting to a price point where it's like, yeah, you can take some shots on other guys that are already established number 1 options in their offenses, and you can just go ahead and take them rather than taking the shot that this guy is going to be the number 1 when it very easily could be Rome. It very easily could just be Loveland. Or it could be all 3, splitting it up. So play the market as much as possible here, man. QB and tight end aren't our priority, but if the value is there, you can take a shot there. I'm okay with that. Again, it's all value based. You have any questions on those moves?
He said the draft picks, right? Okay, cool. I mean, it sounds like you're heading in the right direction, dude. Obviously, we didn't have your production share and value share from last year to compare, but we will have it for next year. And hopefully by next year, these 2 are even higher. And then again, we're a hard rebuild 2 years from now. I think you're going to be just fine. So I think the other thing is you know what you're doing. You've obviously made moves that have gained value. And so now you know what the process is to continue on that trajectory. So,
yep.
All right. Sir Dave, my friend, we appreciate you, dude. Thanks for being a member. You need anything at all, let us know. He said it helps. Okay, perfect. Thank you, man. We appreciate you. All right. Dirty Mike is up next. Dirty Mike, say hey if you're here, my friend.
All right, Dirty Mike.
Just drafted in a best ball league a few weeks ago. Already traded my 27 first and second Kyron. 27 first and second Kyron and Corum for Burden and Travion Henderson. Okay, it's probably fair. We're looking to see if there's any other obvious moves for my team. All right, let's look at this one, Mike. I see a bunch of domain peoples in this. And Mike's here. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. Nick says, who's this year's Quinshon Judkins? I don't know. Let's see who Nathan reaches on the draft. I mean, that's how we're going to find it out. So,
It will not be Mike Washington. We swears.
No, I don't think Nathan will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out during the draft. But all right. Anyways, Dirty Mike, 12 teams.
So you're telling me whoever I reach on is automatically going to hit?
Maybe. I don't know. You got the magic touch. 12 team Superflex, full point PPR. There is a full point Titan premium on this.
Gotta cut myself.
Yeah, 10% production share. Yeah. Cool. Dang it! I wish you would have said that. So
sound
bad.
great.
10% production share, even, which is third in this 12 team. 8.4% value, fourth. So, Knicks and Dak and Stafford is a 7. Genty, Henderson, Jacobs is an 8. Amon-Ra, George Pickens, Luther Burden is a 7, and Brenton Strange is a 2. So, no first. Draft capital is a 0. Bench is a 1. Overall, here's a 4.8. And we'll go on this one standard value. I think we'll go standard value, well rounded, content here. We have to make some moves, but that's what we're here for, right? And so we're gonna, it is a deeper league. I think this is a start 11 league. And go up. Let me see his comments one more time. Oh, this is the best. This is the best ball league I think we drafted. I think I drafted in this league. No, actually, I don't think we drafted in this one. You did trade your first, so you're pretty much locked into contending. So keep in mind that it's best ball.
Yeah.
We got Brooks, we got Stafford. He did go like Njoku, Kelsey, Strange at tight end, which I think is perfectly acceptable there. So I wouldn't worry at all about tight end.
Actually, you want to do a down tier from Henderson here?
Yeah, he did just trade for Henderson.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So I was kind of thinking no, but
yeah. We'll have to do a down tier somewhere. Let's down tier from Dak because we have Stafford as our QB3. Hello, Daklage. Goodbye. You really should get away with a pretty meh QB2 and QB3 value-wise. The team with Darnold has Gadsden. The team with Kyler, you take that one first and flip it. The team with Kyler also has Goff. That's actually, that's an interesting little combo there. You could do like Goff and the 110, and then you flip that 110.
Yeah, you could. He said, yeah, it was the live league. Yeah, I remember the league. I don't think Nathan and I drafted in it, but yeah, I remember you drafting in it. So
if you want to try,
I like Pickens and Burden for this. Maybe you could pivot from Amon-Ra here in a best ball. Off the top of my head,
the Baker team has Evans. By the way, you could just try to get a little plus on top. Evans
off the top of my head, guy. Jefferson, London, or the 101.
Okay.
Jefferson and London just will give you more. I don't know. Amon-Ra does have plenty of boom weeks.
I mean, he's a top 3 wide receiver every year.
He's just very steady Eddie with his targets is the thing, but
right.
So I was just thinking more boom
it's a full
potential.
PPR.
Yeah, but it is a full point PPR. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with
if you're gonna pivot off, if you're gonna pivot off of Amon-Ra, I'd want to go for a running back. I think.
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, so then it would be Love, Genty. He has Genty, so then you're kind of locked.
Gibbs.
You could try to up tier a little bit to Gibbs, but I don't necessarily think out of a startup that's up tiering here is going to be.
I don't really. I mean, I think Jefferson's fine. Like if you want to pivot to Jefferson, that's fine.
Yeah, I do like Jefferson or best ball more than I like Amon-Ra, I think, but.
Yep. All right. So we'll do Gibbs high end, Jefferson right on 101. Might try to get a plus there. And then I think our third move here is going to be
in a best ball.
Terry's great for best ball.
Yes. I like how he's constructed.
There are a couple of guys in the Sutton range that
What was your first move? Sorry.
It was a Dak down tier.
You could also just do a Dak pivot to another position, theoretically.
Sure.
So I just was thinking through that, but you already recommended that. Because I was going to say just get rid of one of the quarterbacks for another position just because you could have some backups down there and it's best ball. So.
Once you get as low as you do with where Sutton is, I'd rather just take the shots on the running backs that could have big weeks like Rico, like Jalen Warren, like Chuba Hubbard. those guys last year, all three of them combined probably had like 16 very, very highly productive weeks. So I think it's probably worth making one of those moves. Do you have questions on those 3 trades, man? Depth does matter quite a bit more in a best ball.
Those look nice, Becca. Then yeah, probably the actual draft logo. I like that.
Yes, it is a live league.
Yeah, this was the best ball live league we did like a week and a half ago.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I think you drafted pretty well here.
With Becca. He says it makes sense. All right, Mike.
Awesome.
We appreciate you, dude. I think it's a good draft. Again, I think you are being very intentional about like structuring the type of player that you're trying to roster here for best ball specifically. Pretty smart, in my opinion. So doing better than I probably would in a best ball. Coach Rob, what's up, dude? 27 T-Mac and Quinchon for Luka and Jacobs. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Can I see the team?
12 by 10.
Yeah. Top one.
Dart, Purdy, Hampton,
Got a lot of
Henderson,
depth here for
Scat.
10
He's got
12 by 10.
Chase, Ladd, Flowers. And then that's his 27 first. It'll probably be.
But he would be trading Tet and the
Yeah,
27.
Tet and Judkins to
So
start
you're
10.
losing 2 starters there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're losing 1 starter. You got Jacobs. He's getting Jacobs too.
Ah, true. Oh yeah, that's true.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it'd be cool if you doing this, Rob.
All right, God first, Johnny. It's up next.
All right, Johnny.
Christ, step us.
That's funny. All right.
Nice team name.
No
No comments on this one.
Say, hey,
Say hulo.
Johnny, one of our new members. We appreciate you, man. Welcome to the community.
Oh.
Make sure you jump over and join in the Discord. Make sure you send Nathan and I for a request on Discord as well, man, in a message. We appreciate you a ton. Thanks for joining up. Let's try to take a look at this team here that you got for us. So it's a 1 QB. It's a 1 QB, 10 team, full point PPR with no tight end premium. You have an 11.8% production share, which is second in this league. And then a 13% value share, which is also second in this league. So pretty good team here. Caleb's a 9 and a 1 QB. Achan, JT is, and Javonte and Josh Jacobs is a 9 as well. Jefferson, Amon-Ra, Pickens, Flowers, 8. Kraft is a 6 with Gadsden and a 10 team, and Theo Johnson. Only your 27 here. We'll give you a 2 for your draft capital. Bench is going to be a 5. Yeah, Pearsall. Yeah, Javonte, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, Dak. Yep. 6.8 overall then. Let's go standard value, well-rounded. It's the high-end standard value team. Let's go standard value, well-rounded, contend. You're almost to enhanced value there, honestly, but
Yep.
very little draft capital here as well. But that's fine. Your team is kind of cracked. And also, you've got Javonte and Jacobs and Ricky Pearsall and Gadsden on your bench, so we're going to make a couple up tiers. Probably 2.
Yeah, let's up tier from Flowers with a piece.
Yeah, so let's take Flowers plus. Let's take Flowers plus.
You want to take Flowers and Caleb Williams?
I'd probably rather hold Caleb on this team, to be honest with you. Because if I'm not going to have one of the top guys, I'd rather just have Caleb, especially on a 13% value share 10 team.
Well, Dak just produces as much as he does.
I know.
So.
Caleb is. I like Caleb, so let's hold Caleb on this team. If you're going to up tier from Zay, you could go Zay and Javonte Williams. You could go Zay and I'd probably go Zay and Javonte if you're gonna do a bigger up tier there. I'd probably up tier to a running back and flex the running back instead of the wide receivers here. Full point PPR, but I'd rather flex running backs.
All right, Javonte Zay should get you up to. We're probably looking at
James Cook.
Quinchon James Cook.
Yeah. Chase Brown's there technically. I don't know if I want to up tier to Chase Brown though. If we're doing Zay, go higher than that.
I'd rather go to Walker.
Yeah, I would too.
It's ugly, but it's true.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You're right. It is.
Let's clean up some of this depth. Let's take Pearsall and Shakir.
Sure.
And we'll try to get to some of those like cheaper short-term production guys. Henry, Adams, DJ Moore. Honestly, Pearsall alone could get you Adams probably. And then our third move is going to be... Let's take Pickens and Gadsden and get one of those running backs.
I agree. What we're kind of doing here, Johnny, is we're kind of just taking your running back or your wide receiver value that you have, pretty good wide receiver value, an 8 there. You already have a really good running back room. We're basically just making it to where you're flexing even better running backs.
Yep.
Flexing Javonte and Josh Jacobs is great. Flexing James Cook and Hampton and with JT and Achane will win you your league, frankly.
Yeah, Genty, Hampton. See how much it takes to get the 101 from Pickens, but Hampton and Genty probably a little more achievable there. Do you have questions on those up tier moves, man? Rebuilds and reloads are going to be the ones that you want to go to when you're making these up tiers, probably primarily, because they'll be the ones that are most willing to down tier generally. Or they should.
But yeah, I mean, with you having all these guys on your bench, like the main idea here, especially with, again, your value share being 3% above expected, we expect a 10% value share. You got a 13. Just up tiering from these guys is a pretty smart idea here for you. But once you do that, I mean, again, I'm pretty keen on holding Caleb on a team like this. Another small up tier you could make is if you wanted to look into like May or Allen for Caleb Williams plus a little bit, you could potentially get a top quarterback in this league, and I'd be fine with that. So the 101's pretty set in stone with the guy who has it. Do we give him the 101 as a trade target?
No, I just mentioned it. I was just
okay.
Curious.
Yeah, we didn't actually give that to you on your blueprint, so that's fine. I mean, I don't think you're going to have any trouble making moves here if I had to guess. So
yeah.
I almost got a deal done today for Jacobs in my 27 for James Cook. I would take that. Add a little bit on top there.
Yeah,
add a sweetener and see if you can't get that done.
That's a good move.
I like that move for this team. So, but we gave you similar moves in the sense that, you know, we with our up tier from like a Javonte and Zay, like,
yep,
that's pretty similar. Like Jacobson.
Yeah,
at 27.
CMC and Saquon should be in play on this team. So,
yeah, I was gonna say you could
do Zay for Saquon,
that or CMC.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe try that first. Maybe try
that's a straight up pivot.
A Zay pivot to CMC or Saquon and see if that goes through.
And then you could add Javonte or Jacobs to Pickens to try to get up into that second round.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, up tier galore. It's just, and I'm fine moving your first in a deal like that where I think it's a pretty good value win. I will say this: if you're not going to get a value win with your 27 first, just hold it till in season and up tier then, because you'll get more return on that for it. So. Dylan says, I got a blueprint with my first annual membership. We suggest taking the 203 and 208 for Henry. The Henry owner's not interested. Are there any other running backs in that target in that range that I could target still? I'd probably go wide receiver there and try to go like Mike Evans, Devontae Adams. There are some better like productive wide receivers in that range than running backs. Henry's really like kind of in a league of his own there. For some reason, no one likes Zay Flowers. Well, they might like him better if he's packaged together with a guy like Javonte, and they might take him on just because they like a Javonte Williams.
I mean, we like Flowers. We just, for your team, like, you can get higher upside guys. So, yeah, if you don't get enough interest in him, you can hold him, and that's fine. But, yeah, Avery lost his ring.
It's gone.
It disappeared.
It disappeared.
All right, man. If you have any more questions on this, feel free to drop them in here. And
he said, so Pickens and Jacobs, who should I target? We gave him Pickens.
I gave you Pickens and Gadsden because Pickens is right at the beginning of the third, and you can get some guys in the mid to late second if you just add a little piece on top. If you did Pickens and Jacobs, you'd probably be looking at like Genty for sure, maybe CeeDee Lamb, Drake London. Honestly, maybe even higher than that. You could try Jefferson, Amon-Ra, high end. I would be aggressive. Pickens is pretty valuable. I mean, he outproduced Lamb. He was a top 5 wide receiver last year. Draft being this week feels like Christmas. I know, Zom. Excited to meet you.
Where the frick is my ring?
I didn't hear it roll anywhere, so I think it's probably on the rug.
Yeah. It's just... Dude, I'm blind as a bat.
That was crazy. Blind boy.
Zombie boy.
Pickens, speaking up for the 104 and 309. No. This is where I hold Pickens for
Yeah,
sure.
it's a good example of what we were just talking about.
Yep. I would trade the 104 for Pickens in a heartbeat.
Yes, I would too.
And I like the wide receivers in this class.
But we appreciate you, Zom, and we're excited to meet you, but no.
No.
We're not doing that.
No. All right, Mostly, you're up next, man.
Mostly.
Welcome back.
Yep.
One day early.
Back again for another ride with the domain, boys. We appreciate
He won
you.
the league last year. He wants to get a review in before the draft. Been shopping the
Smart.
109 and targeting Kittle and Adams. Feel like I'm solid everywhere right now. I hope you're not trading the 109 for Kittle or Adams. I like targeting Kittle and Adams. I'm okay shopping the 109. We'll want to get a higher return than that, though. Traded Tet, Marv, ETN for Chase recently too. Any advice? Good advice. Okay, sweet.
All right. Well, you are first. You're first in your league here by a lot.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my good gravy.
dude.
12 teams, super flex, full point PPR, half point tight end premium. So domain rules here. 10.5% production shares first in this league, which, given your value share, we're gonna have to get that up, which is what we'll focus on here. 17.4% value share is first in your league as well. So we'll go elite value, well-rounded, contend. I mean, this is absurd.
Brother.
Caleb and Jaden Daniels is a 9. Achane, James Cook, Christian McCaffrey is a 7. Chase, Puka, Neighbors, Wilson, 10. Loveland, 8. The 101, 109 is an 8 at draft capital. Bench is a 2. But overall, here's an 8.4. And again, elite value, well-rounded, contend. There's not a ton to be said about your analytics here because they're really good. But it's a matter of, you've got CMC and Mike Evans on your bench. Honestly, your bench, really the main thing here is the 101 and 109.
So we'll take Neighbors and the 109, and we'll just get Bijan, JSN,
Or Gibbs.
or Gibbs.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great trade. So then you add the 101 and you're flexing. Man, then you can still make one more up here. Because you've got Christian McCaffrey you're flexing. So honestly,
I would take Garrett Wilson plus a piece. Who did you say Garrett Wilson plus who?
you could do Garrett Wilson plus James Cook.
Yeah.
So just do that. Let's do Garrett Wilson plus James Cook. That's a lot. That's a lot of return. I mean, you're getting Genty.
You're getting close to Gibbs again.
Yeah, I would say Jefferson.
Jefferson,
Genty,
Amon-Ra,
and
Genty.
Amon-Ra, that's where I would be going there. I mean, you're gonna win this league.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Holy
you're gonna win it
smokes,
again.
mostly.
You're gonna have Achane, Genty, Jeremiah 11, CMC. It's game over. Let me give you a couple of pivot targets for. Holy cow.
Wix 3DP65. Are you a member? Let me know, and I can tell you the best way to get one if you're a domain member or not.
Hey, you know what? I'll give you another idea with an up tier from Garrett Wilson. If you did Garrett Wilson and Loveland, you can just get Bowers and call it.
Yep.
At the tight end position, you get an elite. You can get Bowers or McBride. Really, those two guys. So that's who I would want. We have literally no target on this team outside of the first 14 picks of ADP startups right now. And that's the way it should be for a team like this. You are stacked and loaded. All of your Jags, feel free to use any of your Jags, obviously, to throw in. Would we send the 109 for Scat? Closer to the 111 for Scat. If you want to take the shot, honestly, it ain't going to kill you. It ain't gonna kill you.
What if it hits? It's not going to help you.
It's not going to help you at all. Exactly. So I'd rather use that 109. I'd rather use that 109 with already a cornerstone asset that you have and get the cornerstone of all cornerstones. And really, if you want to take Caleb Williams in the 109 and get Josh Allen, that's another way that you could use it too. You could use it at the quarterback position and get Josh Allen. And that, in my opinion, is worth it for the upgrade from Caleb to Allen. You're getting extra. Yeah. So.
I do agree with that. I do agree. So
this is a sick team, man.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm glad you sent this one in. But yeah, in terms of your draft heading here, you're drafting at the 101 and you're trading your 109, and boom. I mean, you make those other up tiers here. You're surely going to repeat. You built a dynasty. Congratulations, better than any team I've ever had. So, yeah, this is incredible. Any questions here? Mostly, wow. Welcome back. What a team. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I had a fun time.
Is this your second? Will this be your second year or your third year? I think it's your third year. I could be wrong. I think it's your third year. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, did some big boy trades to get where you are now. That's,
No, dude, hold on. Wait. One.
What?
Just one. Dang, you bought a lot of trade questions, buddy. 2. Wait, this is 2. No way. Because you got a blueprint way back when. I don't know. I can't figure it out. You can tell me. I know you've been around a long time, so. Dig some big boy trades to get where I am now. I mean, you have a big boy team, dude.
Yep.
Wick says, how long are you live for? We don't really have any in the queue right now, my friends. So
We do have a trade question from T. Gordo.
We're gonna be done unless you want to submit or somebody else wants to submit real quick. So we will be wrapping up. So we don't have a queue at the
We're gonna
moment.
be streaming a lot this weekend. And
Yeah, I was gonna say we also are gonna be we're in prep mode. So the 102 or the 105 in love here.
That's not a bad down tier. In a 10 team, it's less of a down tier. I'd hold the 102.
I'll hold the 102. You're down tiering out of that.
If this were a 12 team, I'd be more okay with it, but we'll hold the pick.
Yeah.
In a 10 team.
So I'll give Taylor says, I attached this to my blueprint, but understanding league my guys, I own the 101, 102, 101, 102. I'm looking to go 105 Jordan Love for 102.
Love Mendoza. Excuse me, Tate, City, Tyson, or Lemon. Yeah, I think in a 10 team that devalues quarterback as a whole, which means Fernando really is entirely out of the conversation at the 105. And the wide receivers are almost certainly going to go ahead of there. Yeah, we're going to hold on to the 102 for now. At that price.
Yeah.
I'd want a different plus that isn't a quarterback on top of the 105 if you're doing that.
All right. Mostly said anything that trade to get Daniels the other day and with T-Law and Brees sub first the other day on Discord. I probably wouldn't. T-Law and Daniels are not that far apart in value. Although you already did, didn't you? You had Daniels on that team. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Brock Bowers in the chat. Where's Brock Bowers?
It's Nick.
Oh, Nick.
He said, what's your food comp for Fernando Mendoza?
Hold on, I gotta think about this a little bit.
What just gives you joy every time you eat it?
Super reliable. Probably just like a cheeseburger. Or pizza.
Something higher quality than that.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like a brew burger, like a super high-end cheeseburger.
There you go, high-end.
A high-end cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Like a Wagyu burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right, guys. 48 hours from now, we're going to be live. 7:30, play the promo. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next time we are on this channel is Thursday night at 7:30. It's going to be thebomb.com. I want every single one of you that's watching to be there. It's going to be our biggest event of the year, our biggest live stream of the year. It's our biggest day of the year. It's our favorite day of the year. It's Dynasty Christmas. We have a super high quality production plan for you. We've got a bunch of high quality guests coming on as well. You are going to love it. It's going to be Dynasty centric. You will very much enjoy it. So make sure. What?
This watch guy is a new member, and he submitted right before the stream, and he was the guy that was having the membership questions. But we should do his live.
So we're doing his now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go back. Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be screwy, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're doing another team review.
Doing it live
Nathan
now.
blue balled us.
Yeah.
Still, 7:30 Thursday. Seriously, you guys need to be here. I promise you will enjoy. If you are a Dynasty player, you are going to enjoy our stream. And I know there are a million other YouTube streams out there, but us plus Ryan plus Paul plus Becca Graphics plus Scott producing live. Yeah, you're not. I promise you. It's be here. Be here. Hatch says, fellas, you don't have to if you're ready to dip. Come get me Thursday. Well, problem is we're not going to be doing blueprints Thursday. So.
Yeah. I want to make sure you're taken care of before.
Yeah, we're going to do
the line's
going
to get crazy. Yeah.
Hatch, we appreciate you, brother.
Dude, did you ask in the comments of the YouTube chat? And did we miss you?
Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. We're doing it now, so it doesn't matter now. Let's do it, Hatch. We love you, dude. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a supporter. And if you have questions, let us know. Pretty actively here, no tight end premium. Would love to push some of these seconds in Thursday 27. What's the best way to do that? I would love to do that as well. I'm honestly not sure how achievable that is right now. People have just caught on to the fact that it is the worst kept secret of all time that 27s are far superior than 28 or sorry than 26s. So we'll look at it. Honestly, it might just be moving. If you've got 26 seconds, it might just be moving those guys for proven guys instead. So
yeah. Oh my gosh.
make sure you call him.
Call
About that. He's flying tomorrow, but call.
About
because
what?
we need to get this fixed. This needs to be
What are you talking about?
ironclad. Your little issue that you're having.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 5, but they're all minor. They just when we're live, they're just like,
yeah,
you know.
Double Agent Out says 10 a.m. Santa's coming to town. Santa.
Oh my gosh! For the freaking love, dude.
What's up, Sting? Saying have fun at the draft, dude. That's fun. Santa's coming to town. 10 a.m. tomorrow. Scott, grab the mic.
And we are.
Scott, which prospect are you most looking forward to go off the board in the draft on Thursday? There you go. Yeah. I like that answer, Scott. That's good.
We're good.
Where do you think he's going to... You're the worst. Where do you think he's going to go? You think he's going to go 104? All right. Good prediction.
All right, W Hatch. Here we go.
All right, dude. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. So you did mention, again, you mentioned the seconds. We'll work around that a little bit. Is this a premium?
Yep.
Okay, 12 team super flex, full point PPR, no tight end premium. You have a 4.8% production share, which is 12th in this league. And you have a 9% value share, which is 3rd. Okay. Daniels and Lawrence is an 8. Chuba and nope, that's a 1 at running back. G-Dub, Marv, Hunter, Tesla, 5. Mason Taylor, AJ Barnes, 2. Draft capital is pretty good, though. A 1st and 2 seconds next year, but you've also got 102, 101, 102, 104. 2 seconds this year, 4 thirds. Draft capital is obviously a 10. Bench is a 0. Overall is a 5.2. This is a
future value here.
Future value dual plus.
It's kind of player deficient-y.
Yeah, we'll go future value player deficient, I guess, and the rebuild contend. That build percentage here is not, I mean, less than a percent. 1.8% actually, to be exact. 43rd percentile of the blueprints we do here. So we're just going to have you stack some value this year, essentially. But I want to get into your advanced analytics here. This is a premium. You do, when you're talking about how you build out your team, pretty much 80% of your values in draft capital are quarterback. 35% quarterback, 42% draft capital, and then 18.4% wide receiver. You've punted running back and tight end. So you have a 12% quarterback value share, 5% wide receiver value share, and then nothing at running back and tight end here. You're about 25 across the board, 26 at quarterback, 26 at running back, 24 at wide receiver, and 24 at tight end. So we average out there to about 25 years old in your starting lineup. Your installation's a 6. It's really not bad for this team. Production's a 3.5. You don't have a lot of production. We know that. And situational score is a 4.3, which really doesn't matter. We've got you at 4th in our power rankings here. Interesting. You know, Nate.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starting spots that are unaccounted for right now. So we're down here from both QBs for sure.
So 1, 2,
which
3,
might
4,
help us a little
5.
bit, but
you know,
yeah, I'm not doing that.
You know,
yeah, no.
He's 3rd in his league in value. So he's got a 9% value.
Yeah, I know, and a lot of the value is the picks, which is great, but like at this point, we're probably not going to have him move those picks.
Ew.
You know
why? We could. I mean, I don't think
you
need
can
to.
shop him if you want.
If you're
to,
downtiering from both quarterbacks though, and then you make 3 picks, and you have the 201, and you have a 27 first, and you have some other moves you can make here too. You could fill. He's gonna get close to filling a starting lineup by default when he makes the picks. It's just his value share is top 3 in his league. So
much unknown youth, though.
Yeah, I think you have to. I think if you do it, you have to trade off of some of that. I think it's part of it. But I mean, so I'd probably trade one of the picks if we were going to do it. I think we'd trade one of the picks. I'm just saying he's going to feel a lineup that's going to be somewhat competitive this year, regardless of what he does. So, and how many 27s?
Which is fine.
And he only has one first next year.
I mean, that's the definition of a future value team.
Yeah, but again, a future value team where you have 3 firsts this year and only 1 next year is really just a present value team, in my opinion. Like, if you have 3 firsts next year, I agree. But all of that value is going to be realized here in 5 days. So, I don't know. Yeah. He said, main question with this squad, I really want to know at the moment, are you taking Mendoza at the 104 with this team if he falls or trying to grab wide receivers? Now, if we do select there, I'm taking best value no matter what. But really, it's just you have a 4.2% gap between your value and production share. But it is a 12-team league where you're at a 9% value share. And you have 2 elite quarterbacks. Okay, I guess this could make a decision.
So I'm down tiering from Daniels and Lawrence for sure. We're going to do an up tier from the 201 and the 210. I'll give you targets for the 104 and the 102 just for breaking point ranges.
Yeah, but I'm not taking Mendoza here.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why you would, because you have Daniels and Lawrence already.
Yeah.
You're definitely taking the receivers there. But honestly, like Nate said, if we can, honestly, I think your best move, if you want to maybe contend this year, you need to move off of one of the 102 or 104 for a proven player. But Wilson and Marv have above average years here. You've got Love on this team. You don't need to move off of Love, in my opinion. And then you add a proven guy. I mean, you could really be sitting pretty here, especially with some pretty decent down tiers from some of the quarterbacks.
Yeah. I've seen worse teams.
I've seen much worse teams. I just think with you only having 127, like you could do it.
I think it ultimately depends on how active your league is going to be with these trades.
I agree.
Like
and how easy it's going to be to
if you can't, you're going to not be stuck. It's not a bad position to be stuck in. You're just going to be so young that it's probably going to take you a year.
Tommy's coming to town 11 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be there to pick you up.
So with the 102, really, if it's Tet, Hampton, or Achane, I'd take any of those guys over the 102. If it's anything less, not doing it. Pickens is right where it's like even, and I'm only moving off the pick if I'm getting a value win.
He says he's not really worried about contending, so that's fine. We can do the future value then. But he said with several other teams pretty loaded, I mean, you're going to be just as loaded. The top team is loaded. You're probably not touching the top team, although that team is not. You're gonna be contending with these teams pretty quickly.
Is your league super high or super low on Olave? I see way different price ranges for where Olave is going. He's all over the place. He goes in the mid-3rd in domain startups, and he goes in the mid to late 4th sometimes in non-domain leagues.
I guess what I'm saying,
if you can get like 104 prices for Olave, I'd do it. Otherwise, probably looking at like Ladd or Quinshon for the 104.
If you go future value and you rebuild for this year, do not be surprised. You might make the playoffs. So the league's pretty active. Good. But again, he said he wants to not contend. So we don't have to. I think you're contending with the top guys right now. So you've got a lot of value on this team.
So if you're looking at down tiering from Lawrence, I'd probably recommend like a bigger down tier, like Goff plus a piece. The Goff team has Walker. The Goff team also has Love, which has Javonte Williams. Cam Ward is a great guy to down tier too. He's a high value upside guy that you can take a shot on. That team, the Cameron Ward team, has Harold Fannin. When you're doing a Daniels down tier, you can do like a lesser down tier, like a Burrow plus a BTJ. You could do darts, which the dart team has some interesting guys. He's got Quinshon, he's got Rice. You could take a shot on either one of those guys. Nix or Purdy.
Yeah.
The Purdy team has Pickens. We love Pickens. We love Pickens. We love Pickens. If you had to throw something back there, I would do it. With the 201 and the 210, I would pretty much just take a shot on like a productive vet, like a DJ Moore if you wanted to, or an Addison, or you could go ahead and take a running back there and sell them later in the season. That's totally cool with me. Gadsden's another guy that we really like, and you're not going to get a better prospect in that range than Gadsden, what he could potentially do this season. The 102, I kind of gave you my breaking point for that type of move. Then we're just going to take some Jags here like Blake Corum and Chuba, and I think we're going to up tier there. And try to get some better value plays like Michael Wilson, Wandell, Jaden Higgins types. I know that's a lot of moves. It's like 6 moves.
Like 6 moves. It is 6 moves.
Do you have any questions about those moves?
Yeah, what questions do you have? Zach says, will there be a pay-per-view boxing match between FSC and Domain? Actually, you're going to have to ask Corey about that. I'm not intelligent enough to answer that question. So I wouldn't know. I'm stupid. because I like a player. My bad. Not even I haven't even said the guy's gonna go. I said the guy's gonna go in the 4th, 5th round of the NFL draft. I've said it all along. I just like him. I just think he's fun. But what
Shut
a
up,
blithering idiot I am.
You're such an idiot, dude.
I'm so stupid. I just can't believe how unintelligent and how
Get
my
out
intelligence
of
level
here.
is like literally through the floor. It's crazy. Love it. Totally fine with a ton of moves. Obviously,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any questions on those
you'll
moves
be
or
good.
follow-ups,
We got you.
please DM me
Yep.
on Discord. I know you had a question about your membership. I don't know if you submitted the ticket yet on Discord, but we can help you out with that. Yeah, we're happy to help you out with that.
Nathan versus
So,
Bush and Avery versus Danny. I don't know, man.
I'm just telling you, Hatch. The question about the membership, you're paying the same for upgrading to the premium from after buying the membership as you would just buying the premium straight up without the membership, and you get the membership. So
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Danny is huge. Like he is like I'm taller than him, but Danny is bigger than I am, and he would get a lot lower than me. It would be very hard to take that man down. Like he is a massive person. So Nathan versus Bush, though, yeah. I mean, I think Nathan and I have a good shot. I think we'd have a good shot.
yeah.
I mean, I definitely like him in better like boxing shape. But like if we're doing like sumo or something, Danny's got me killed. So he get my knees and I'll be done. Here's the thing, they don't even know about any of this. They don't check their Discord. So it's fine. All hail Corey the genius. So all right, let's do this one more time. Next time, are there any more reviews?
No.
Next time you see us on camera, we will be live for the NFL draft
Vuja day.
at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, God's time zone, on Thursday. Again, if you play Dynasty, you're going to want to be here. It's going to be so much fun. We're excited. It's our biggest event of the year. So we love you guys. We appreciate you. And T-minus 46 hours till the draft.
There you go.
Let's do this thing.
We are 34 subs away from.
I do have the reach on Danny, that's true.
41K.
We're how many subs away from?
34 subs away from 41K.
Mason, come here.
We're getting like well over
here,
1,000
little
subs a
boy.
month right now.
Mason, come get
is
in
pretty
my
good
van
for,
and get some candy.
All right.
All right. We'll end
See
it
you
on
guys
that.
soon.
Bye. See you soon.